Howdy, folks. What's going on? How's everybody doing tonight? What a day, what a day. Uh, this is the Outlaw Hatfield here, and we are going to try our best to put on a pretty decent show. We're a bit early, so I don't know who exactly is over on the YouTube side at the moment, because for some reason it has not kicked on, which is weird. So, or maybe it's just something on my end going on. Who knows? It could be. Uh, what I'm planning on doing tonight is we're just going to open the door up and let anybody that wants to jump in, jump in. I'm figure that'd be the easiest way to run this. So, like I said, I'm having issues on the YouTube side. Is anybody else seeing what's going on over there?
Yeah, doesn't look like anything.
No.
No. Okay,
I'm on it.
Okay, yeah, it's working now. So there we go. That's the gremlins wasn't the problem this time. It was me. But in here with me tonight, we have Night Strike and we have Potatoes and Lead. He's a newbie here. He's a virgin. How you doing, man?
Yeah, hey, what's happening, Ellis? Night Strike.
Glad to have you. Night Strike, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing good, guys. What's going on?
Not much. Looks like it might be a slow night here on Gun Channels with everybody at SHOT Show.
Yeah, we're down to half capacity right now.
Well, Ghost was on earlier and said he might put on his show. Tactical Tuesday will be on maybe after Hit or Miss tonight. We don't know yet. So we'll see where that goes. Hopefully he managed to get a few minutes on anyway. So, and let's see who we got running around over on the YouTube side here. We've got Midnight Range. Hey, Midnight, if you can jump over onto your Gun Channel side, I got you a link if you want to jump in, buddy. And I'm going to post a link out in the YouTube side as well to the Hangouts. Or I'm opening doors up. Anybody that wants to come in, you're more than welcome. We're going to discuss just whatever pops into mind. But first, I got some news. Apparently, there is now such a thing as a PSA MP5. It's a real thing. They're doing this. And I, for one, want one of these things.
Yeah, let's screen share real quick. I'll screen share.
Okay.
There it is. There it is with a decent chick too. So how about that?
Yeah, how about that?
She's not included though. So just FYI.
Wait a minute. We don't get the girl with the gun?
No, you don't get the girl with the gun.
Well, that's a. She's too damn thin for me anyway. You can have her, or they can keep her. One or the other.
They can keep her. But yeah, I don't know what we're looking at as far as price yet. But I've heard PTR is coming out with their own MP5, but they want $1,900 for that one.
I don't think that Palmetto would go that high with one.
I think Palmetto's probably going to do the same thing that Sentry does. So they'll probably set this. I'm gonna guesstimate because it's PSA. They'll probably set this somewhere between $500 and $800.
And $800 is doable.
I was hearing
$800.
Yeah, I was hearing a bunch of people say between 800 and 1,000.
I mean, that's still okay, but if they want to sell them in mass, they're going to have to figure out figure out a way to cut some corners to get it to be some price that people will jump on. And even at that price point, that's still not too far from like getting one of those other ones, the MKEs
or Zenith.
Yeah, Zenith is like what, $1,200? That's
12 to 15, 16, depending on what model.
Right.
I think it might sell for, and you know how PSA does their sales. I guarantee they could be had for $700.
I mean, if they can make it 7 or 8, people would jump all over that in a heartbeat. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, I think. And if you look at the market, as far as the other MP5 clones go, that's even $1,000 is fairly cheap.
But again, I'm only saying this as PSA has stated that they want to their market is the blue collar worker market, and unfortunately, when you get up to over 1,000, you kind of get out of that market.
This is also true.
Because this is what one of their representatives and what has said before, that they're trying to cater to the blue collar market, and they're known as the blue collar AR-15, and if they're gonna try and keep that position, then they need to make sure that the prices on some of their other offerings coincide with that. I'm just saying this from a business standpoint. So, but either way,
I'm following it closely. I don't know that I'm just going to jump on it as soon as they come out or anything, but I'm definitely interested. I've been interested in getting an MP5 clone since before I'd even heard that this might be a thing. So I'm definitely going to keep an eye out, and maybe if it gets a bunch of good reviews and seems to gain kind of a track record, I might jump on one.
Depending on if they sell those lower receivers or grip housings, I might be able to put one of those on my set me and just completely replace that with PSA parts.
I have posted the link to this Instagram on both the YouTube and Gun Channel side, so hopefully, anybody that's interested can go there, check it out.
I'm glad that that rumor was true.
Yeah, so am I. So what's that other gun everybody is talking about? The one that shoots the weird torpedo looking bullets?
I don't know, but I'll tell you the one I have been looking at.
I can't think of what it's called.
The new one from Franklin Armory.
It's the Franklin, yeah.
I'm seriously considering. Well, I don't like to buy rifles over $1,000. I think I may have to get a Reformation because it's not. It's not. No, I think they said it was like 16.
I read it was $2,400.
Was it 2,400? Well, then shit. And that's out of my budget.
And it's not accurate worth a damn. They were saying 4 MOA at 50 or 4 inches at 50 yards.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you got to figure what they're probably the market they're trying to get into is like home defense, which means you're not going to be shooting at 50 yards anyway. You're probably
what the deal
20
is?
20 feet max.
That rifling is.
There's no rifling. It's smoothbore.
No, it's not smoothbore. It's got glands and grooves, but they're straight. It's almost like the inside of the barrel is fluted, and it uses a stupid little torpedo round. It looks like a Nerf football. I mean, you can put regular 5.56 in it, but you can't hit anything with it because there's no way to stabilize that bullet.
It's an interesting concept.
Yeah, definitely. Don't get me wrong. I really like when anybody figures out a way to make the ATF seriously think about their definition of firearms.
Yeah.
I love what they did with the Shockwave and the TAC-14. I own a Shockwave. I love it. I think it's a great idea. It's definitely not for me, though.
Well, see, what I see happening with something like that is some, backyard gunsmith takes out some kind of tool and cuts his own little grooves, maybe the first 2 or 3 inches of the barrel, because it's, give it that extra little bit of stabilization as that thing comes out. Then you might get a little more accuracy out of it.
And then he's just committed a felony, basically.
Oh, yeah. Exactly. But
I mean, I'm assuming it takes a standard AR barrel. So I guess if you bought one and maybe if you put in for a tax stamp, you could swap the barrel out. But at that point, why wouldn't you just buy an AR pistol?
Well, here's the thing.
And then pay your $200, swap the stock out. It's still overall going to be a quarter of the price if you bought a decent budget-minded AR pistol, paid the $200 tax stamp, waited for your paperwork, and put a stock on it. you're basically getting the same thing, and it's still going to be like a quarter of the price.
The thing with the Reformation is it doesn't go into semi-automatic mode. It doesn't. It doesn't. Okay. It's got two positions. It's got safe and it's got that binary mode. And what that binary mode does is you can pull the trigger, it fires, and when you release the trigger, it fires again. But it's not automatic. It is still one pull, one release is a fire. So it's two actions, still using your finger. They got around with that. But the problem is there's no semi mode. That's how they got it to be defined without being defined as a rifle, because it's got a smooth bore and because it does the binary mode and not semi-automatic.
That is false. It does do semi-automatic. That is not how they got around it. They got around it because of the rifling. It's not smooth bore, so it's not a shotgun. The rifling doesn't twist, so it's not a rifle. It's just fluted on the inside.
You sure? I was pretty sure it was smooth bore.
I've seen a couple of nope, it's not smooth bore. I saw a couple of SHOT Show videos already of people talking about it.
Okay.
Yeah, they said the rifling on it is straight. There's no curve to it whatsoever.
Yep.
It's just straight line grooves.
Yep, almost like it's the inside's fluted.
Not sure how accurate that would be.
Well, they said, 4 inches at 50 yards?
4 inches at 50 yards. Regular 5.56 it will take, but it's wildly inaccurate. They came up with its own proprietary ammunition to run in it. Spanky's got a picture on his Instagram page of the actual projectile.
Yeah, it looks like a Nerf football.
Yeah.
So, not sure I want to jump on that bandwagon.
Yeah, neither do I.
I will have to pass. Okay, guys, once again, I want to put this out there just in case anybody's interested in jumping in here. I'm just opening the doors up to anybody that wants to come in tonight. You got something to say, want to talk about something, you got something on your mind, want to bitch about something, hey, come on in. We are happy to have you.
We are?
Yeah, we are.
Okay.
Well, not Stripe might not be because, well, you know.
No. I was just making sure you were being serious.
Oh yeah. If you want to bitch, moan, groan, complain, call Jonas, pick on anybody's blue dress, it's all good tonight.
Hey.
Dice up some potatoes with some lead, whatever.
That link won't work on Google.
Oh, well. We are opening the doors up to the audience tonight. So if y'all have something you want to talk about, let us know. We will be more than happy to discuss it. So, how many of you seen the video Trey put out a couple of days before? Not last night, the day before.
I did not.
Well, he puts out this video. No, I think it was last night. I think it might have been last night.
I didn't see the video, but I saw the video, but I didn't watch it.
He was talking about shooting a gun that he wasn't going to talk about on the video. He wanted to wait until he got back. It was something special. And I knew as soon as he said it what the hell he was talking about. So I watched the video. Then I got off and I sent him a text message. I said, "You shot the Chris, didn't you? You shot him," meaning the Chris Vector. And he never responded. But I knew. Well, today he goes live, and I asked him in the chat, "You shot the Chris, didn't you?" He said, "Yeah, we shot the Chris." I was like, "Damn it." And he had Night Strike's favorite individual right beside him there.
Yankee?
Yep, he had Yankee right there with him.
Yankee is not my favorite individual, but I don't hate him either.
Yes, he shot my Chris Vector, Patrick. I'm not happy about it, but
You live.
Grim, you could jump on in here if you want to, buddy, if you ain't at work or busy. I ain't upset about it. I ain't hurt about it. I ain't, anything. Jealous, maybe, but that's about it. But he can shoot one. The thing about it is one of these days, I'm going to own one of these things. And
Well, you better find one on layaway.
Well, that would be the only way, because I can't afford to dish out $1,300 right now. Particularly when I'm trying to get things set up to go to the gun show in April and everything else.
Also,
so, yeah.
I may be able to go to that one. I may not. I'm gonna probably try and do a Kickstarter or GoFundMe or whatever to raise funds to be able to go. Oh, I've got stickers. I might throw in some T-shirts too.
Well, I actually started a GoFundMe to get on to raise funds to go.
Did you?
Of course, yes, I did.
You need to start posting that link.
And so far, I have got absolutely zero. So we shall see. Well, let's see here.
You know what? I misspoke. It's not 5.56. It's 300 blackout. The Franklin Armory.
Wow. Well.
So my mistake.
I found it.
You found what?
I linked it out there in the YouTube side.
What are you talking about? What did you find?
Your GoFundMe.
Oh, well, I appreciate you. You're so kind. See, I can always count on Night Strike. He has this habit of, he is the Google ninja, apparently.
I technically am. That's Sean says he can't find Ralphus rounds. They don't exist. And I'm like, oh, really? The next morning, I'm like, hey, Sean, I found them for you. He's like, no, they don't exist. There's just a thing. I'm like, here it is. And Sean's like, holy shit, he did find them.
The question is how did you find them? Where did you find them?
I found them. A company makes them custom.
Well, I tell you what I will do, since the link isn't working there. I have also posted it out in the Gun Channel side. So anybody that's on Gun Channels that wants to come in, there's a link right in my Gun Channels lobby there. So, but now that I have seen a couple of people that are interested, I just sent Grim. I sent you a link out there. Let's see.
You mind if I repost the Google Hangouts link on the chat in the Gun Channel side?
Go ahead.
Just to make sure people get it, because sometimes they don't see it. It goes away.
Yeah. That's fine. Like I said, anybody wants to come in, just send me a message or type it out in chat. We'll get you in here. Not a problem. I just sent P11 a link, so we'll see how that goes.
Ooh, that Templeton is good stuff.
Templeton rye?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yes, it is good stuff. I had some not too long ago. It is extremely good stuff. I got a double shot and it cost me almost $12.
Oh, man. Could have bought 750 milliliters for $35.
Yeah, wow.
I don't go to the bar. I do not do bars.
Well, we went to this place just for dinner, and I seen they had some of that, and I was like, ooh.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that I do for sure.
And I had a little spare cash, so I said, what the hell?
Yeah.
I'm really not a heavy drinker. And ladies and gentlemen, the Travi are coming out in droves.
You fed them after midnight again. I told you not to.
I didn't do it. Okay, it was not me. It was Ghost. He feels sorry for him.
Well, the minute they turn ugly, we'll have them eat him first.
Mm-hmm. I'm not sure how well that worked. Well, right now he might be okay, considering he's in Vegas with surrounded by friends who might be able to keep him Travi free.
Don't count on it.
Your co-host is there, by the way.
Yeah, I know. Smeggy's there.
Mm-hmm.
He told me he was, when he came down, the other week, he told me he was going to go. He's still planning to go to SHOT Show. So, if he gets there, he gets there. If he doesn't, he said he was going to play it by ear, and apparently he was able to get his way over there.
Yeah, he's there.
Okay.
I'll be right
so
back
P11,
guys.
Travi P11, you have got a invite in over to Gun Channel side. Grim, so do you if you want to show up. Dano, you can jump in here if you like to. Rick, you can come on in too, buddy. Mel, like I said, it's an open door policy tonight. If you want to jump in, jump in. I'd love to have anybody. We'll talk about something. So, like I said, I'm not sure if Ghost is going to have his show up tonight, so I'm going to run this one for a little while and see what happens. And maybe, just maybe, with a little luck, we'll get a Sean McCoy in here later.
Yeah, don't count on it.
I have faith.
Well, at least one of us does.
Yeah, well, one of us can always do something. You're just good with a bayonet.
I'm also good with a handgun. It's just rifles, not so much. But
Okay. If you say you're better with a handgun, so what I want you to do. Are you on your phone or computer right now?
I'm at the desktop.
See, I was going to say, if you were on your phone, you could grab one of your handguns, you can go outside, set up a target, and we could watch you on my show live shoot something.
It's already dark out.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have any lights out there right now. I'm thinking about doing that light trick that Clover's doing, where you just bought a bunch of those solar powered Christmas lights.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna probably go to.
Or you could just turn the headlights in on the car and shine them in the direction.
I don't drive back there. I use the tractor. In true redneck fashion.
So rig up the tractor with some lights.
Maybe. The lights on the tractor have to replace.
Grim midnight. Damn, he must be listening to this shit. Grim, if you can ever make it to South Carolina, I promise you there will be an open bar at Night Strike's house.
You're full of shit. I said I said I'd get beer. I did not say I would have an open bar.
I've got family in North Carolina. South Carolina wouldn't be too far.
He will have all the moonshine you can drink.
All right.
Moonshine? Who said moonshine? I'm ready for some.
Oh, hey, God.
It's been a long day.
If your name is Travi, you're not invited.
Oh, well, okay.
Yes, you are.
It's my house, motherfucker.
It's a good thing his name is Travis.
Oh, God. Damn it. I knew I'd forgotten that somewhere.
Damn. You done ran off the Travi. Look at you. Oh, he's back.
I had to go receive a couple packages at the door real quick.
Oh, anything interesting?
Yeah, Chris showed up.
A slide parts kit and fluted stainless steel guide rod.
Nice. I got a question for you guys.
All right.
Okay, shoot.
You guys bought any ammunition from Target Sports USA? Because I'm about to go rant off on these guys pretty soon.
Nope.
Never.
Okay. I'm just going to say you might want to maybe reconsider before you do purchase from them.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay,
I ordered a case of ammo. Okay, here's the deal. I got an email. I might have bitched about this last week too. I got a case of ammo. I got a notification last week that their Wolf Steel Case Classic ammo was back in stock. Well, no, this was back on November 22nd. So I immediately placed an order, and it hasn't shown up yet. Hasn't even shipped yet. So I called them twice. I called them about 4 weeks in, and they said, "Oh yeah, it's going to ship today. We're just behind because of the California ammo orders. They were behind on their orders." And I thought, okay, before they told me it was because of Black Friday, and then they told me it was because of the California thing. And I've been trying to call through the last 2 days, and I can't get through to anybody. And the worst part is, it's East Coast, and they close at, I want to say 4 or 5. So it's hard for me to get to them because I'm not actually done with school till 3:45. So, I got to try to get in that window before they close. I think they might close at 4, so I try calling like in the mornings. But man, I'm just getting pretty frustrated. And what makes me mad is I go to the website and they're advertising all this ammo and they show that, oh, this is back in stock now. And I'm going on 8 weeks now.
Hey, Travis.
Yeah.
I'll give you a tip. Lunch break.
What, trying to reach them?
Try and reach them on your lunch break. That's probably the best.
I'm just saying, maybe if I complain out loud, they'll maybe listen a little bit and get their stuff together.
Make a video.
Yeah, I'm gonna give them one more chance. I'm gonna say, hey, is it shipping this week or not? And here's the thing that really makes me mad: if I request a refund, they're gonna charge me a 10% restocking fee, which on $330 on an order they haven't even pulled. So I'm about to say you're gonna return that, and I'm not gonna pay the restocking fee. And somehow they got an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau of Connecticut. I'd love to know how they pull that off. So, and I'm not.
Wait, Travis.
Yo.
Look at where the Better Business Bureau rating is from.
Well, is there only one? Like one federal or one national Better Business Bureau? I don't know much about it, so.
But you just Connecticut. That's all I'm gonna say.
Good point. Well, I'm just saying, I 3-4 weeks. Okay, I understand it. It was rush. It was holidays, but 8 weeks is getting a bit excessive. And every time I check my shipping status, nothing's changed. Label was created 4 hours after I placed the order. They got my money, and nothing's going down. So I'm going to say right now, don't order from Target Sports USA until they get their act together. Or maybe you've had better luck with them. So
I had a certain gun shop owned by a certain YouTuber attempt to charge me a restocking fee for a gun that he didn't even have, even though I put it in layaway, paid it off months beforehand.
That's ridiculous, dude.
You need to tell us off air who that was.
I will.
I already know who that was.
Yeah, Ellis knows.
I think it's time
I
for
don't like to speak ill of him because I like him. I do like him. And I'm sure it wasn't a thing that happened on purpose. But
I think that was more of an employee screw up than a
I think so
up.
too. But I still think if I buy a gun and I put it on layaway and then I pay it off, I think if I buy a gun and I put it in layaway, there should be a gun to put in layaway. You can't just take my money and then months later, after I've been calling and complaining, like, "Hey man, this has been paid off for quite some time." I'm sorry, a few more weeks. So I wait a few more weeks and I call, and a few more weeks, and then finally, I'm sorry, we don't have one. We never did.
Yeah, that's ridiculous, dude.
Yep.
Yeah, that's kind of stupid.
Did you get your money back at least?
Yeah, without paying a restocking fee because I got real nasty on the phone.
Hey Travis, I have always ordered from Able Ammo.
Who's that again?
Had an issue. Able Ammo.
Okay, see, this was one of those ones that was recommended from the guys in the gun channel community. Yeah, go to Target Sports, go to Sportsman's Guide, go to, I've only ordered from Freedom Munitions before, and that was just a case of reload 9mm to play around with. So I'm going to try other companies. On the sad part is, had I bought locally, I would have probably spent about $30 more and had the ammo. So it was basically a sales tax difference when it comes down to it. That was the one thing I didn't want to pay. And so by ordering, I got the free shipping and, So it's a bit ridiculous once you get to that point. And I asked the second time, I said, is my order still on file with you guys? Oh yeah, we're just behind right now. I'm like, okay. And then the second time, oh yeah, it's going to ship today. We've been waiting for it to come back in. I'm like, you guys said it was in stock when I ordered it. Oh, well, we oversold. And I was like, okay. Yeah. So anywho, I'm not bitter though. I'm fine.
You sound better.
No, just a little. It wouldn't be a big deal. But we're talking almost $350 here. There's other stuff I could have done with that by now. Yeah, I could have just gone and spent the money locally. I could have bought another gun. I could have bought, my rebuild kit for the AR. But I thought, let's pick up some ammo so we can, break in the AR pistol and whatever, So I'm going to say right now, do not order from Target Sports USA at this point, unless you've had great luck with them. I mean, I heard their in-store pickup stuff is great if you're in Connecticut. But otherwise, you start reading stories and reviews, and it's like, oh my God, this can't be true. But it is.
It is.
Well,
hey, so yeah.
Over in the side trend, I just put the link for Able Ammo, so you can check that out.
Yeah, we'll do that.
I've ordered from them before. I ain't never had a problem. Now, I'm not going to say you're not going to have a problem. I'm just saying I've never had a problem.
Now, are they in state for you though?
Mm-mm.
They're not.
No, I'm not even sure where they're located. Honestly,
let's see. Contact us.
936 area code. So,
Huntsville, Texas.
Oh, so
it's about equidistant from both of us, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, hey, I'll definitely check in. I'll check that out. Question for you guys: what have they announced about the Franklin Armory non-SBR style SBR firearm?
All right. So
yeah, what's the lowdown on this?
Recap.
It's a it's a rifled barrel, but the rifling is straight. It's not curved. It's like there's no twist. It's like almost like the inside is just fluted. And I guess that's what makes it not a rifle.
Okay.
And it uses either 300 blackout or this proprietary ammunition that the projectile looks like a Nerf football.
Oh, okay.
And it is wildly inaccurate by their own admission.
I mean, wouldn't you just almost be better off just getting yourself an AR pistol and then just not shouldering it, I mean, seriously.
That's exactly right.
Here's the kicker.
Yeah.
It's like $2,400.
Oh, I know. The gun looks sweet.
So,
the gun looks wicked awesome, but I'm like, man, how much is this thing?
So you could build a sweet AR pistol, put in your $200 for your tax stamp, wait for your paperwork to come back, put a stock on it, and still be in it for half the price of this thing.
You can buy 4 SBR'd PSA ARs at that point.
Yeah.
It's like, holy crap. I can put one in every room, So, yeah, what? Are they expecting this thing to actually sell? People are actually going to buy it?
I don't see a use in it, honestly. I mean,
did they just build it just for the sake of building it because they can, and maybe they think they're going to get some sales from it, or what?
That would be my guess.
Okay. But like I said, you could build a sweet AR, put a binary trigger in it, put $200 in for your tax stamp, get your paperwork back, slap of whatever stock you wanted on there, and still be the price.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude.
See, my thinking is this: they're marketing this as simply a home defense weapon. So they're figuring max range, 15, 20 feet tops across the room. At that distance, it would probably be accurate enough to do what it needs to do. But if you plan on taking a shot out past 50 yards, I wouldn't.
Even 250 yards. They're talking 4 inches at 50 yards. I mean, not to say that that's, not to say that you're not going to hit anything with that, but come on.
Yeah.
See, now when Hank Strange tested it, I watched this video on it. He actually did a fire testing on it, and it looked like he thought it was 223 or 5.56 ammo. But I don't know how much time he actually had to sit there and stare at the rounds and look at them or the mag. He just took the mag and he looked at it, slapped it in, and fired.
He probably didn't even look at him. He probably just slam bam.
Just assumed, Yeah, because then I think he had an interview with one of the bigwigs at the company.
Yeah.
And he had mentioned that it did. I remember them saying 300 blackout, But yeah, I mean, it's cool, but it looks cool, but for that kind of money, I mean, I don't know. It's easy.
At a glance, and this is just a one quick glance, you can't really. It's hard to tell 300 blackout from 556.
Oh yeah.
I mean, and this is only if you're not looking at it, and for a long period of time. If we're just glancing at it, it almost looks the same. And I know you guys are going to say, no, it doesn't. Technically, it does because it's still the same case. They just cut the neck of it off.
Yeah.
And resized the case, the case head. But still, it's still essentially that 223 brass. So.
Oh yeah.
So at a glance, it does almost look the same. But yes, it is different.
So should we just go ahead and declare it our first official letdown of SHOT Show then, or what?
Probably.
Yeah, I've heard it said that somebody would love to see the video of them announcing it to a crowd, and then the whole crowd just going, "What?" and turning around and walking off.
By the way, the whole PSA MP5 wasn't a hoax.
No, it's a thing. It is a real deal.
It's a real deal.
Did they show an actual? They showed a working prototype or what?
Yes, they did. With
I'll repost it.
Let me go grab my wallet right now. When can I buy it?
It's not for sale yet.
That's not true. Everything's for sale. Shut up. What's the price?
Side chat.
So, oh wait, you're a Travi. You don't have a soul.
Oh
no, not at all. No, we're sentient beings. We're everywhere. I mentioned this before. We're like the Force.
Uh-huh.
Here,
if the Force smelt like rotten fart.
Whoa.
Screen sharing right there.
Fired. Yep. That's the one.
That's what it looks like.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have been rude. I am a rude freaking host. Ariel, how you doing, buddy?
Good, how are you?
Hey,
I just
what's up?
want to Travi into your chat.
I don't mind having the Travi here. They deserve a voice too, even if what they say is not exactly accurate or even anywhere close to intelligent. We have to have.
Just don't listen to him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He's just we let him have his ramble and rave.
We have to have a Travi presence every once in a while, just to let everybody know that the threat is real.
Is that what that is? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so many of them out there, they make up most of the subscriber base of everybody, I think. So.
What'd you say? You're getting a little soft there.
I said there's so many of them out there, they make up most of everybody's subscriber base. You got to pander to them a little bit.
Well, yeah, this is true. I mean, I've probably got 6 of them hanging around in my YouTube right now.
That's true.
And we have also a Rich White, which, he's always here, thank God. Mel.
Extra 1%.
Who else is out there? Ohio's out there. How you doing? Gixer is out there. Midnight Range. There's another Travi. See, we are accepting of all types around here. All types. Travi, non-Travi, And for the most part, we keep it rather civil. Mr. Travis?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I can't complain. I have no complaints at all.
I still haven't got your invite to my anti-Travi Coalition of America page on Facebook, Travis. I still haven't got your application.
Oh, well, we're going to steer clear of that one. We're going to let you have your 5 minutes of glory on that. And then, like all things on Facebook, people forget and move on. So.
Oh, they already have.
Yeah, it
just lasted like a whole hour.
Yes. Yep. No, I don't care.
But you are welcome.
All right. Wow, why don't you pull an IV 8888 on me and Patreon me,
Boy, that was some shit, wasn't it?
What happened?
Well, Yankee, okay, he didn't really get into the details, but he had a little chat with Eric, a Iraqi veteran, for about an hour on the phone. And then, like, shortly after, Eric ended up becoming a Patreon subscriber of Yankee. I think it's just some good old-fashioned, some fun trolling, all right? It's not... I don't think maybe Yankee and Eric worked it out, because Yankee's been getting a little on edge lately with getting upset at Eric, and I understand he's mad at him. But it's really been getting to a point where it's like, dude, you need to calm down, or you're gonna get a freaking restraining order, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like
either that or he's gonna get an aneurysm.
Well, and I just don't want to see him get like struck down on YouTube because people start seeing this as, I don't know. I just thought it was a bit. Last couple times I've watched, I'm like, dude, you need to chill out. I mean, furthermore, you're representing the gun community, man. You want to scare people away? You're doing a great job,
Yeah, I get you there for sure.
But hey, I'm not going to tell him to run his podcast. I'm just saying.
Apparently, Eric didn't just become a standard Patreon supporter. He went all the way to the top rung.
Yep.
So now Yankee has to send him the
deputy patch, right? Is that what he called it?
Yep, the deputy patches and stuff. Yep. So he's paying $20-some a month to Yank.
That's interesting.
So now that we've had a couple months of hearsay, it is true that does Eric still get paid for reviews? Does he ever come out and address that at all in any videos, or ever state what he does, or is he just kind of letting it just kind of go by the wayside?
I don't know, so I'm not going to say one way or the other because I don't want to lie to you. But
because that kind of that part makes me upset. I feel lied to or deceived as a viewer because I watched his videos for years and I bought guns and he showed off, this guy CPX2 included. And I'm thinking, wow, it's kind of a way to sell out your audience. I don't know if I really agree with that.
Well, see, here's the thing. I believe in being upfront with my audience. So if ever it got to the point where I was taking money to review items, I would say, okay, look, they sent me this with this, little bit of a, whatever, and they want me to review it, and they're paying me to review this, but my integrity is going to remain in check because, well, I'm going to tell them exactly what I think about it, whether I like it or not.
And the problem is when you do that, they don't want you to do that.
Exactly.
That isn't necessarily true, though. I've had products sent to me that I've reviewed, and I've said straight up they've sent this to me, in exchange for a fair review. And I mean, if there's stuff I didn't like about it, I said it in the video. I didn't like this part of it, or I didn't like that, or compared to this product or that product, it's superior or inferior or whatever. And I've never taken any heat from any of the reps. Now, granted, I've only done that for 3 different products right now, and that's it. But still, I mean, I'll say I'll do it, but I also said, if there's a problem with it, it's probably going to come out in the video.
Exactly. You got to be honest with yourself and your fan base. And if that pisses off some product maker, well, then I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, they know the money talks, and they know that it'll get them what they want. And for some people,
you ever get hate on videos for saying what you didn't like about something?
No, I usually get criticized because of my music and wind noise. I'm used to it at this point, though.
I get criticized for being Jonas. I don't know what you're talking about.
Because I posted a video on a Red Dot, and every comment was like, "Oh, you're retarded, blah blah blah. You suck. You don't even know what you're talking about. That thing is great, blah blah blah." And I'm like, dude, it's killed 3 batteries in 3 months, or in 6 months. And it's advertised as having like a 5-year battery life. That's all I said, is that I wouldn't buy it again. I'm not getting rid of it. But man, every time I get a comment, it's like it's for that video.
That was a Hollow Sun, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Every company out there makes a bad product. Not everything they're going to put out is going to be perfect. There's going to be a.
I don't even think it's a bad product, really. I'm
just saying.
Wouldn't,
one's going to get by the inspectors. One's not going to, going to have something.
Yeah, it could be.
Let's just.
I wasn't like trashing it. I even said like, "Hey, no, I'm going to keep this on this rifle. I'm just going to turn it off. I'm not going to leave it on."
Well, it's the same thing.
I wouldn't risk my money buying another one.
Well, it's the same deal with Kimber. People badmouth Kimber because every once in a while there's a bad Kimber that comes through the line.
No, the one that I took to the range sucked, but I mean, otherwise, I'm sure they work for some people. But they do say that they've got a multi-100 round break-in, and whether you like it or not, you might think a gun shouldn't have that or not. Some guns just do. That's just what they say.
Yeah.
Hell, my car even says it can take up to my car CT9. It can take up to 200 rounds before you can expect the best reliability possible. So, yeah.
Sometimes you get a break-in period. Sometimes you don't.
Yeah.
My personal opinion is this: when I buy a gun, I want it to work right out of the box the way it's supposed to. But now let's be honest about it. How many times have any of us ever went and bought a AR-15 and didn't have to work on those sights a bit to get them right?
Every
Yeah,
one of
that's
us.
fair. Yeah, that's fair.
You know, come on now. There's always going to be something there, always. And every company is going to put out a bad product once in a while. Okay, maybe it's I can't one out of 1,000 Kimber Warriors, one of them screws up because something didn't go right in the process. Okay,
Well, you know, and guns like that are built to such a
Mim.
tight tolerance. Not even MIM. I would just say because of their assembly tolerances, there's until you get maybe some worn surfaces or you get a little more break-in on it, it could take that much time before you get maximum effectiveness out of its functionality.
It's totally because of Mim.
Well, who doesn't?
Kimber.
Who doesn't MIM anymore? Let's be honest here. Everybody freaking makes MIM parts, dude. Sig, Smith, right? Taurus. I mean, who doesn't do MIM parts? You know, and you don't hear stories about guns blowing up and falling apart. I am fine with MIM parts. I could care less because I'm sure it's in a lot more guns than we think. So, I mean, look it up. H&K does MIM parts. I mean, okay, if they're not good enough for SOCOM and SEALs, then what's, I'm just saying the MIM thing gets kind of old because I get a lot of criticism on my videos. I'll show a gun off and they'll say, oh, it's a bunch of MIM parts and junk. Okay, well, it's run fine. Nothing's cracked yet. So what's your problem,
I'm not against MIMmed parts. However, right now I am waiting on a locking block and front rail section for my Glock Polymer 80 lower because it was a MIMmed part and it was warped, and they told me put it in a vise and tap it straight with a brass hammer. So I did that and it snapped almost immediately, which is fine. Whatever, they're making it right. They're sending me another one that they know that they've tested and is fine. But there is that I wouldn't call it a deal breaker, and I'm not against MIM parts, but you do run that risk a little bit.
Yeah, here's the thing. I said it again. Damn it. Okay, it's
Take another shot.
Yeah. I wish.
I'll do it for you.
Go ahead. It's the MIM parts are cheaper, and they're not going to go away. And the more the technology keeps getting better, the more companies is going to start using it. So you might as well get used to it. Either that, or you just buy guns made in 1982 from here on out.
I think even more importantly than that, the cost of buying a gun with no MIM parts these days would be like
Astronomical.
Higher. I mean, it is what it is. If you want to spend a lot more money for a gun that's guaranteed to not have any MIM parts, I'm sure I wouldn't know where to look, but I'm sure it's possible, and I'm sure you're going to pay a premium for it, and I'm just not willing to do that over a part that is going to be just fine.
I'm sure that you can get a completely handmade 1911 with no MIM parts whatsoever, and you're going to pay $4,000 for it. And that's probably the baseline gun.
I haven't looked, so I don't know. I have no idea what anything like that would cost. But
go look at like Nighthawk Customs or Wilson Combat 1911 or Ed Brown. That's where you're going to find your no MIM parts and those guns. And you're right there. They start around 3,000 and go up from there.
And I doubt very seriously any of your polymer wonders. I don't think there's any of them out there that don't have MIM parts. Period.
Yeah. Well, or you go the Milsurp route if it really, if you really are that anal about MIM parts, you can always just go Milsurp for your pistols and your rifles, and
yeah, that's always a choice. And there's
you want to carry, yeah.
Speaking of
I would not hesitate to carry a Star BM. That's a gun.
Oh yeah, dude. I agree.
Speaking of older guns, I've really been eyeballing and looking into buying a H&K VP70. I want one of those. The very first striker fired polymer framed gun.
I'll say I've shot the VP70 and the trigger is horrible.
Yep, I know. Oh, I know. It's like a 16-pound trigger or something like that.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I say striker fired, but really it would be more accurate to to say it feels like like the worst double action revolver trigger you've ever felt.
Yeah, it makes like the 63's trigger.
Yeah.
So you're saying it's a Sky CPX2 trigger then?
No. Sky CPX2 trigger blows this thing out of the water.
Ah, okay.
Oh, I have not been paying attention to the chat. What's going on out here?
You know what's
But
funny about that MP5? You can tell people are hyped up about it because I just looked at that post that you guys put on the internal. Nobody's making a reference to the woman holding it. Everybody's talking about the gun.
Oh no, we made a reference.
I made a reference to
I
it.
didn't see. Well, no, I'm just saying. No, the actual written comments. There's nothing written about the model. Everything's about the gun. It's like, okay, these people are definitely excited for one of these to come out.
We made comments earlier that the model was not included.
Yes. Now, have they mentioned a retail price on it at all, or not?
Well,
I had seen posted a few different places, 800 to 1,000. I don't know if that's true or where people got that information from, or if they're just speaking to speak. I'm not sure.
if it's 800, if I can get one for 800, 850 bucks, I'm in. Anything past that, no, can't do it.
Yeah, I was hoping more like 6 to 7. I wouldn't imagine it would cost them that much to. Of course, they're going to need to recap some of their R&D costs on it, so they might be dropping down as time goes on. But if they would make them 6 to 7, I think guys would snatch them up like hotcakes. Hell, I'd buy 2.
Yeah.
You know, you can get in because the thing is, the way I look at it, a lot of us have ARs and AKs. That's like one of the guns that's kind of missing from the collection. Kind of a fun, submachine gun style or. That type of a weapon, that's what you don't have in your safe. And if you want one, you're looking at $1,500, but a lot of us don't want to spend that kind of cash. But you're cool spending 6 to 7 because that's what you'd spend for maybe your average AR or say a Wasser
or a decent carry pistol.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's kind of a sweet spot. I mean, for a lot of people, that's even way out of their budget anyway. They're like, a lot of people might be a $300 to $400 gun buyer, which will still get you. You can still come out okay on that if you look around.
Well, I'll tell you what, the gun I carry when I go fishing or anywhere I can carry without a CCW is a. Hold on a minute. I'll show it to you here. If I can get my camera to pop on, I'll show it to you here.
He says, "Excuse me while I whip this out. I'm leaving."
This is my carry gun. It's a SAR model B6P polymer. Mm-hmm. It's compact model, less than $300.
Oh yeah.
And it will eat anything I decide I want to put through it. I love this thing.
Which one is it?
The EAA witnesses are similar, very similar, like in style and design too. And those SARs are decent.
That's the bar, the SAR B6P, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good one. I want one.
Oh, I love that thing, man.
I want the compact one though.
That thing. I love the looks of the compact. That thing looks.
I couldn't tell you. Just held it up once.
This is the compact. It's got a 3.9 inch barrel.
No, they've got one that's almost. They got one that's got a real flat snub nose on it. Let's see. I'll see if I can find it.
See, I got to be careful because this one stays hot. So
don't pull that trigger.
Why don't you throw around a little bit? Show us the balance. Yeah.
Okay. I'll just throw it toward the wall and see what happens.
Yeah. Why don't you hit it with the back? Why don't you hit it with the mallet and see if it goes off, so you can start the next big controversy.
Drop it for us. We need to make sure it's drop safe.
Hit it as hard as you can with the hammer, and let's see if it goes off. Yeah.
Come on, let's get a real review out of this chat.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. Get that big SAR money. Yeah.
The big SAR money.
Actually, no. You'd be taking money from Turkey. I don't think you want to do that. So.
No, I don't.
All right, what do we got here?
I don't know. What are we talking about? What are we doing here?
No, I'm looking up the. There's another model of SAR that's out there that's got even more of like a little snub nose on the front of it.
Like a subcompact
K6P or what is yours called? The K6P or something or what?
No, mine's the B6. There's a K something that I'm wanting, and they make that one in a 45.
Oh, nice.
So yeah.
Okay, it's SAR, but is there something else in the name? Because I'm trying to look it up, and I know I've looked it up on this website before.
No, that's it. SAR.
It's SAR. Yeah, it is SAR Arms, right? Yeah.
SAR actually stands for Sasha Susha Salamili.
Or Salamas.
Sorry,
Yeah,
Lamez.
whatever.
Bless you. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
What'd you call me?
Yeah, exactly. All right.
Hey,
Okay, the K2P.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's the one I'm wanting. And if I'm not mistaken, they have that one in a
Yeah, you
45.
can get that in 9. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, okay. EAA is the importer for it. So if you look it up, you can look it up under European American Arms, and you'll find it. Yeah.
I actually ordered this gun from Davidson's.
Oh, you see, that's where I'm looking right now. Yeah, Gun Genie.
Yep.
Yeah.
If
I
you
don't.
go over to, I'm sorry. If you go over
No,
to
it's all good. Go ahead.
CDNN, it was CDNN Sports had them for like $269 not that long ago. I can't look it up on my phone to see if they still have them there, but they had them pretty cheap not very long ago.
All right. Let's see here.
They actually have a replacement out for that now. I don't remember what the model is, but they have like a newer version of the K2P. Got like finger grooves designed into it.
Oh yeah, didn't Max show that off? Like it wasn't over here yet, but it's going to be coming out.
Yeah, I think he did. I can't remember.
Yeah.
It should be by now, I would think. But
Okay. Yeah. See, there's also the Witness P Compact, and that's also very similar to the K2P. It's a lot more expensive though. Yeah.
I'm actually on the EAA website, and I don't see the listings for the SARS anymore.
Yeah. I wonder if they're not importing them anymore.
I don't know. Somebody else might be though.
Yeah, that's true. Let's see here.
I think maybe Zenith Firearms might be the importer of them. Now.
Okay, Sportsman's Guide has them listed. It's sold out. Okay. Yeah, it might not be available anymore. You might be able to find it at other websites, but yeah.
I think Zenith might be importing them now.
Okay. So that means the price is going to triple then? They're going to pull a Springfield Armory on us or what?
The Witness Compact isn't a bad gun. That's actually made by Tanfolio, though, not by SAR.
Actually, I bought one of those. I had one back in the 90s. As soon as I turned 21, that was the second pistol that I bought was a Witness P Compact 9mm. And it was fine. It was, Tankfolio, or however you pronounce it, Tankfoglio or whatever. Yeah.
Now here it is. The SAR B6P semi-automatic pistol is no longer being imported by EAA.
So, that's not cool.
No, it's not. So now the question is who would be importing them?
Well, you can get the Witness P Compact. It's basically the same thing. It looks almost identical to it, but I'm assuming that's made in Italy, though.
Yeah. Here's the thing: you can still get it from CDNN Sports, but they only have it in pink and purple.
You can get them over on Gun Broker. You can buy it for $269.
Yeah, but I don't want to buy it for more than people are selling it for. That's just the issue.
Well, yeah. How much was CDNN asking for it?
$239.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so they're out there, but they're just going to be. But you might want to hold out and see what comes up at SHOT Show too. There might be something coming out that kind of stirs your interest instead.
And here's one too. If you want a CZ Compact, the TriStars are still being brought in, and I had the full size TriStar it's kind of similar to the Jericho.
Yeah,
and that thing runs great.
Those are cool looking guns, man.
Yeah, I have one in the titanium finish. That thing I have over 1,000 rounds through it, and it runs perfectly fine.
Okay, here we go. I just figured out the answer to this question. The importer of the SAR guns is now SAR USA.
Oh.
Okay, so they must maybe EA broke off with them, or they don't have a contract for them anymore. Or...
apparently, I've never heard of SAR USA before. So
SAR Arms, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they've probably gotten big enough now that they can go independent because they've sold enough that they've got.
It might have just been an agreement to get them into the countries. Get a, I guess, a client base.
Oh shit! And they got an M4. Not that that's surprising, but I wasn't expecting to see it on the front page.
Hey, did you guys see the latest?
It's not Sarsalmas, it's Sarsilmas.
Sarsmalans or whatever.
Sarsilmas.
I use toilet paper. Thank you.
Yeah, you're
What
welcome.
you call me?
Your mother.
What about my mom?
that's just-
She's a nice lady.
I know. She's pretty cool. She's a gun person.
Poor Trevor.
She'd shoot you. All right, click on the link, guys. Check out this awesome deal over at Classic Firearms.
You have to.
Any link you share-
$179.
Any
Don't
link-
go there.
Any link you share in here, you have to share with the audience. You realize that, right?
Yeah, we're looking at a Sky CPX2 for $179. I tell you what, you can get the PT111 G2 for the exact same price from DEGuns.net. Don't waste your time with the CPX2 until they get their problems figured out. I can't recommend that gun.
I'd never buy
I had
a
a guy that had
CPX2.
some issues with that.
Night Strike.
Yeah.
We cannot put.
I had a whole season of videos worth of issues on that damn thing. So yeah, I
Night
wasted so
Strike,
much
we
ammo
cannot
on
put
it.
the link to your porn in the chats. No, we're not doing that. No.
What's going on?
I know what you're saying. Hey, Night Strike's trying to get me to post a porn link out to my YouTube side. That's not going to happen.
That's not me.
Why?
Well, who else will be visiting fancyfelineandfree.com? All right. Enough with the harassing. You guys are family. I'm gonna let you guys go ahead and settle this. So I'm gonna stay out of this one.
Wait, you're not family? Oh, that's like your Travis.
I don't. We might be related. You look just like me. Hell, you could be one of my kids for all I know.
I'm older
telling
than
you,
you
I'm
are.
telling
If that's the case, there's an issue somewhere.
Yeah, I don't think that's how that works.
You don't know. You don't know.
You can call me daddy, though. It's okay. I don't know.
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut on that one. I don't want to dig a hole.
Dig a hole, dig a hole.
Yep. Yeah, we're live. I got to make sure I try to keep it G-rated. Although after last night's Guns and Geeks, I don't think that's gonna happen. So.
I missed
You
it
know,
last night.
I want to put this out there. When it was brought up what Midnight had said, it was just a mental, natural reaction for me to, combat it, and that was the first thing that come to mind. And I didn't realize how brutal it actually sounded until after the fact.
What'd you say? I missed
What
it.
the fact we all said the same thing for guns that we would kill, marry, or fornicate with, or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go back and
Man.
watch that.
No,
That
no,
sounds
no,
good.
no. I had made a comment. Midnight had made some kind of comment about me doing some horrible things with his nether regions, and
Oh my God.
Yes. And I come off with one that was even worse. So
Gotcha.
yeah.
Yeah, it was a very interesting discussion last night.
That sounds like it.
We
Yeah.
had fun.
It was a lot of fun. It was like geeking to the 10th power, man. I mean, it was full on. It was full on geekness. I loved it.
And here's the thing, man. I was shocked that nobody else wanted to have a Nightwing movie. I figured everybody would have been like, yes, a Nightwing movie would be cool, and it was like two of us.
Well, there were so many characters
yeah,
out there, and then you're trying to hunt around for somebody that hasn't had a movie made yet. I don't know.
I'll agree with that though. A Nightwing movie would be sweet. Whoa.
We have the here in the house.
What's going on, guys?
Hey, what's happening?
Not much.
Hey, what's going on, Grim?
Not much.
See, now we have things equaled out. We have a Travi and a Grim.
Yeah, but Grim is a teacher, and so am I. So,
Well, you have to remember. Don't fear the
He's
Reaper.
got a point.
Don't fear the Reaper.
Yes, but see, he
No.
teaches Grim
Don't
teaches his
fear.
students to stay away from the Travi.
He does.
Actually, we tend to hang out quite a bit. We just seem to end up together in the same podcast quite often. So, yeah.
Yeah.
He's the yin to your yang, He's the peanut butter to your jelly.
It is.
Peanut butter jelly
Going
time.
back to his earlier thing, see, he hasn't gotten his ammo, and I got my ammo Saturday.
Never enough.
Yeah,
ammo.
it's
Opposites.
We need a Matt presence in here, don't we?
he's probably eating dinner about this time. I'm guessing.
Probably.
Never spoken to Matt.
He's got to feed the children's.
He's got like the opposite schedule to me. I've watched his channel for years and years though. He's actually who brought me over to Gun Channel. I'm watching his videos.
I think the first time I ever actually went one-on-one with Matt was during the interview that I did with him. And like you, I'd been watching his stuff for many years. In fact, it was a toss-up between Matt, Yankee, or Hickok, the video I first watched first on YouTube for guns. I can't remember which one was actually first, though. It was one of those three. And after that, I was freaking hooked. I didn't even know YouTube had firearm videos until that point, and I was like, "Oh, I'm in heaven." And for the next 2 weeks, that's what I did. Every spare minute.
Job.
No, I didn't quit no job. Didn't quit any job. And just the information that I have gained from listening to, some of these guys is worth more than a college education to me. So, who are you guys right now, other than the guys we all listen to? Who's the guys that stand out to you right now on YouTube?
Oh, let me check honestly, I'm going to check my sub list because I got so many channels that I follow. I like to watch The Daily Shooter. I think he's really cool, and he's trapped behind enemy lines, but he still makes really good content. He's pretty cool. I've unsubscribed to a lot of those guys that didn't come out with any Pro 2A stuff when we were looking for it. I like Hank Strange's podcasts. I mean, you want to talk like outside of the gun channel circle, like No Ghost and No Clover and stuff like that, or what?
Yeah, definitely outside the gun channel circle.
Mac, Military Arms Channel, he's always been solid. Another one I love to watch, Honest Outlaw Reviews. You ever watch his channel?
Yes, I have.
Dude, he's cool, man. He's cool. I like his stuff. And it's been neat watching his channel grow over the last couple of years. He's got a freaking beautiful range on his property now. Gun Guy TV.
Oh, that's the one I was trying to remember. Gun Guy TV.
Yeah,
that's got another one.
He's got that radio voice. Nah, dude, I love listening. I can listen. He was in radio actually before that. He was in radio. So I'm not trying to make fun of him. I can do a radio voice pretty easily if I have to, So I like to listen to him. It's like I'm just waiting for him to bust out and be like, "It's gonna be a Sunday 65 degrees in Los Angeles." I'm just waiting for him to do that, but he doesn't.
It is. It is so you just hit the nail on the head there.
I like Military Arms Channel. He's got a good channel and makes good content. Lately I've been watching Tactical Toolbox because he does a lot of the stuff with the Polymer 80 Glocks.
Oh,
and
nice.
I'm building one of those right now. So I've been following him for a while.
I have been watching a lot of Paul Harrell lately. I just love this guy. I can't get enough of him.
Paul, yeah.
And you know what? I love the meat target. I think that is a great concept. And the way he sets up and goes about putting his videos out there.
Yeah.
He's got this dry sense of humor that I just can't get enough of.
Yeah.
It's just, I love it. AK Operators Union. Love those guys.
Oh, yeah, dude. He's freaking awesome.
Yep.
Hey, you know what I appreciate about him? He's a real deal soldier. He does not. I mean, the fact that he does, I'm assuming he does training for our troops because I think that's what he's mentioned before. Because he just came off of active duty recently. He's back after being out for a couple months.
Yep.
So I'm assuming he does some sort of training or drills with soldiers. I don't know, or maybe he's in the guards. I don't know. I mean, because he was originally in the Polish military, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Because I read an interview with him, and they've verified it. He's not stolen valor. I mean, the dude's legit.
Well, he said he was in the Russian military.
Was it Russian? Okay, I thought it was Polish. The Polish. Same difference. They could have been under the same flag at one point. Depending on how old he is.
The Soviet flag.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's
another one Scott threw out there. Gun Jesus.
Never heard of that one.
I think
That's what I pray to every time I'm filling out my background.
Forgotten Weapons.
Forgotten Weapons is a good channel.
That's what he's talking about.
Heck yeah.
Gun Jesus, yeah, that's the one I pray to every time I want to get something else.
Every time I just happen to mention the wife, I'm looking at a new gun. I pretty good.
Yeah.
Jesus. But then I just point out to her the fact that she just bought that new Dooney and Burke purse, and my gun costs the same. So there's really no reason why we can't have equal opportunity in the family, right?
Well,
that's good.
I spend a lot more on guns than she spends on anything at all.
Let's see who else is
the
going
thing
to
is,
say
like,
that.
if we come into a hard spot or whatever, and we need some money real fast, it's my guns that are being sold, not her purses. So she doesn't complain at all. She does.
Oh, we have a whole contingency plan. What's going to happen to the guns when I'm gone? If something happens to me, we already have it all mapped out where they're going to go and what they're worth. There's not even a question, and she's fine with that. She's.
Can I have the Jimenez?
What's that?
Can I have the Jimenez?
No, I was going to send you my worthless AMG 63 that won't take your mags.
Oh, you know what? I'll take that too. I'll take that too.
No. Okay, for the record, the AMD 63 is fine. It just doesn't like Croatian mags, and neither do certain arsenals and Vepers. So I don't feel so bad. So there we go.
I have heard that about.
Dude, I don't have the Jimenez anymore. I sold the Jimenez a year ago with the H&R Partner pump, so I could buy.
You don't have the 22 anymore?
Oh, I have the 22. Yeah. Oh, that sucker's awesome, man. That's my puppy walk gun. I take that out if I just want to do a quick stroll with the dog and I don't want to put my full rig on. I just toss that. I've got that little sleeve over the trigger and put it in the pocket and go.
That's the one I want.
For me, I use a Remington RM380 for that kind of deal. Throw it in my pocket.
Does that run well? Because I've seen them. Aren't those based off? Or didn't they bought the design from somebody and made their own?
It's a Rohrbaugh, and
that's what it was. Okay, yeah.
Is they put an American style magazine release on it that was ambidextrous, and it's got a slide catch. The original one didn't.
Yeah, I remember. Okay, I gotcha.
And yeah, mine runs great. I thought I was having an issue with it at first, but turns out it was just CCI Blazer brass 380 sucks no matter what I run it in.
Yeah.
So.
I'll tell you a couple more good ones out there. The Real Cobra Burnout. I like him.
Speaking of him, he just subscribed to me last night.
Really? Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I believe he's a fan of watching Scotsman's channels and whatnot. So, hey, I'm all for getting more people to subscribe to me to get me to that 1,000 mark.
There you go, man.
Let's see. Coda Boy 32 is another good one. I love Coda Boy.
He's also on Scotsman's chats.
Yep. Mr. Holster is a very good channel. He's also got one of those weird sense of humors that I like. Let's see.
Yeah, I just recently started watching Mr. Holster.
He's got some great stuff out there. And I love it when he's talking about Jack. And Jack, if you don't know, Jack is his dog, who is actually the producer of his shows.
Well, Ammo Cat's my producer, but I don't usually go public about that. I try to.
I still want to do the interview with Ammo Cat, by the way.
I don't know how we're gonna pull this off. Am I supposed to pretend to be like a puppet and do her voice or something, or what? I can do. How about this? I'll do Ammo Cat. I'll do it in the voice of Gun Guy TV the whole time.
I see. I know Ammo Cat talks, and I know you're just.
I'll do Gun Guy TV voice, and we'll.
I know. We all know you're just the hands for Ammo Cat, because Ammo Cat is the real mastermind behind Travis.
Well, she is. If she had posable thumbs, she'd take over the world. But see, most cats don't tell you that. So
that's why she hired you.
Yeah, exactly, because I have to do her bidding. So, yep, exactly.
See,
yep, telling you.
Guys, there's a lot of channels out there that's really good. Joey Cuz, a guy that I did an interview with on here. He's not a very big channel, but he's got some good stuff, and he's caught behind enemy lines as well. He's up in New York, so he's cool as shit. There's just a lot of these little channels that you don't hear a lot about. And then there's guys like Cuddle Boy 32. And for some reason, I don't see why he's not a lot more popular than he is.
He's been growing quite a bit. He's probably, he's got upwards of 40,000 subs now, maybe, or not?
Yeah, he's up there.
He's been gaining. Another guy that's just been exploding is the 180-second ideas. You guys ever watch he does the gun gossip videos. And he does he used to do he still does 3 minutes or less reviews on products and firearms and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I've never.
Yeah, it's called 180-second ideas. He does a gun gossip every week. That's pretty funny.
Then Brent 0331. He does a lot of reviews on camouflage and stuff like that. Gear. Great channel. If you haven't watched his, I'd suggest you go over and do it because he's got. I think he's a Marine. That's his background, and he's still in service as far as I know. I could be wrong about that, but he's got some good stuff out there. Check him out. Hijack.
How about
86.
another one? NSZ85. He's
I
got
don't think I've
81,000
heard of that one.
subs. He does a ton of AR builds. That's kind of what got him launched, like doing step-by-step AR builds and AK builds. This stuff is solid. I'll put a link for his channel in
Another good channel out there is Armed Rogue. She's good.
Oh yeah.
I love her stuff. She puts out prepping information and talks about women in self-defense and stuff like this. And I'm trying to get her on my channel to do an interview at some point. It's just she is a mother, which means her time is spent taking care of her child, which is understandable. So, there's just so many. Emily Longworth, that's another gun tube out there that I like. Ooh, how did that get mixed in here with all these? Sean Connery? Has anybody heard of this guy?
Wait, he produces content? Does he actually have a channel?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Really? Okay, cool.
He can't live stream right now.
No, he's
how much? Okay, what do you get? 90 days? It's like he's been on probation since May. What is the deal? How long has he been booted out for? Indefinitely?
No. He gets it back in like a month.
Did he get 60 days? Because it's been longer than 30 days, hasn't it?
No, he got 90 days.
Oh my! Was it 2 strikes?
As far as I know, it was 1 strike, but it was for
copyright.
Yeah.
So they kind of double smack you there, or what?
Yeah, they nailed him, and I think that was his like 2nd strike.
That's insane. What was it because of a sound clip that was playing in the background of one of his chats, or what?
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what went down. According to what
I was streaming a fight.
No, that had nothing to do with it. I think he had started up a lobby, and then somebody was playing a clip of something for like 3 or 4 seconds in his lobby, and he got popped for it.
Which, the chances of that happening, I mean, a lot of us play sound clips during our countdowns and chats and stuff like that. I'm surprised we don't hear about it more often.
Yeah, seriously. Oh, God, we forgot one, guys. We forgot a channel. And I can't believe I actually did that. If you haven't checked out Jan is Gay, it's our sexually confused member of Gun Channels. You need to check that one out.
He ain't that confused. He knows.
No.
Yeah.
He went from Alan to Jan overnight. It's okay though. He's still cool.
It's good people.
We accept the gays here. We are not.
No.
We are not biased in any way, shape, form, or fashion against anybody's race, religion, or creed. So, all are welcome on Gun Channels, including the Travi. And if we'll let the Travi in, we'll let anybody in.
That's right. Thank you. I appreciate that kind of special treatment. That's not even special treatment. That's just good treatment right there. That's just treat me like an equal. I like that. I like that.
It's so we can keep an eye on you.
Hey, you're more than welcome to join us on Caliber Corner anytime you want to. So you know where to find us.
Yeah. I know. I stop by every day to make sure that you're not trying to take over the world.
There you go.
That's my job, is to make sure you guys stay on the straight and narrow.
I don't know if we want to take this world over. It's really messed up right now, so I think we're probably going to let you guys figure that out.
Well, have you seen the new Godzilla movie?
No, you were talking about it last night, though, the anime version.
Yeah. Well, as long as you do better than what they did there, you're okay.
Okay, good to know. Right.
You're not going to run us off the planet and then change everything. It's just not going to happen. And by the way, for anybody who has not seen that Godzilla Monster Planet or whatever it's called. You need to watch it. It's cool shit. And Godzilla's like 4 times the size he normally is. So
It's Godzilla.
Gojira.
Gojira.
I will put it like this: the Godzilla in that at the end of that one could stomp on the legendary Godzilla and crush it. That's how big he is. He's huge.
Very cool. Very, very cool.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. So what else is going on today? Everybody's at SHOT Show, and so us lowly individuals are here trying to keep things rolling on gun channels. So
I've been watching a lot of Clover and Ghost broadcasts they've been doing. They even made a trip to Walmart exciting to watch.
Yeah.
I was like, man, what do Walmarts look like in Nevada? Oh, just like Walmart's here. Okay. I wish they would have shown more, but they were trying to keep it on the deal that they were live streaming or whatever from the store. But yeah, it's been fun watching them, listening to them talk about stuff. It sounds like they've got a lot of material that they've been gathering and collecting to show off on their channels too, which will be cool when they start showing it off.
I tell you what amazed me is when Ghost went live earlier. The first thing normally the first thing you look at and notice in a show like this is the host. The first thing I noticed was Yankee Marshall sitting beside Trey, and I was like, "Wow, you'll probably not ever see that too much."
Is Yankee working out his differences with everybody? This is really therapeutic for him. I like that.
Did he have a thing with Ghost?
I don't know.
They had a little back and forth once, and it wasn't
a little spatter.
It wasn't serious. It was more,
I hadn't heard about it.
It was more banter than anything else.
I'm still feuding with Yankee. I'm just putting that out there.
Still feuding.
Punch up, Night Strike. Punch up.
I'm still feuding with Mr. Chiappa Rhino.
And why are you feuding with Yankee?
I'm not. I'm just saying that, I'm still like getting along with Yankee, but that doesn't mean that, I'm gonna let it get in the way of doing actual shows and supporting the Second Amendment because, I hate to say it, but the Second Amendment's bigger than Yankee.
Well, I don't think anybody here would argue that. I mean, it's bigger than any of us. It's more important than any of that.
I don't know if it's bigger than me, but we'll
if we don't have a 2A, we don't have a Night Strike. It's that simple. We don't have a 2A, those guns disappear from your logo. So yeah, I think it is.
I mean, I even changed from Duke Nukem to Guns, a Guns logo, just to prove that point home. So. And yeah, I know I'm being full of myself, and that's the joke.
Well, see, here, I've always said it, and I always will. Right. The most important of our amendments is the Second Amendment, because that is the one single amendment that protects and safeguards all the rest. So, when they start, if they take the first, if they take the second, they're going to take the first. You can bank on it.
And if you don't think so, watch the nightly news for about 20 minutes, and you're going to see what happens to all those countries where people aren't armed. I know we say this every week, but you see what these countries turn into. I mean, just regular, industrialized nations that are just turned into freaking Civil War chaos zones when people don't have guns to defend themselves, Or you got a tyrant that comes to power, and then people are drafted into their militias, and they have to take on the government. I mean, it's scary, the crap that can happen. You hear that a lot from soldiers that come back from the Mideast. You see what it's like when you're in a society where people don't have guns. You see what people do to other people and how awful they can be, And I'm sorry, we're not ending up like that. I'll tell you that right now.
Nope.
Hell no.
No way.
By the way, anyone that's looking at that picture that Ghost posted with Yankee right beside him, the guy in the background with the hat on, that's Smeggy.
Hey,
what?
Man. Hey man, come on! You're not supposed to out the dude like that. You know what?
He's turned his camera on before on
turn on
hit or miss
Very
a couple
rarely.
times. It's not like he's. I'm just saying, it's
It's even on the video. It says at Smeggy42 at the Yankee Marshal, Clover Tag.
Yep.
The guys that went
I was
to
watching
the
a live thing he did earlier, and he asked him. He said, "Do you want to be on camera?" He said, "No." So
yeah,
he literally said no.
And you just
So
outed him.
don't go to the biggest trade show in the world where there's not going to be any freaking cameras, with the potential
Right.
of you not showing up is not going to happen.
No,
All right.
I mean, I know what he looks like. I've met the dude in person before, but
Yeah, no, I'm just
And
saying.
I know I just outed Smeggy, but you know what? It's already there on Instagram. It's got his name on it, so.
Oh, geez. Nobody can avoid it. Nobody can avoid it.
He was tagged in the picture.
Yeah.
too.
Not even the Travi can fix that one. Okay.
No.
it was him. He could have been the one taking the picture. You don't know.
What have the Travi fixed lately?
True.
Well, we did bring indoor plumbing and electricity to this country, so you owe us a toilet paper.
I thought that was
The
a guy.
semi-automatic shotgun was, we did inspire John Moses Browning to make some important inventions. We're pretty much everywhere. You just don't realize it. So, yeah.
Whoa. You're not taking that one. I'm sorry.
No. I tell you what, I would give you Sam Coate before I gave you John Moses.
We try to keep that on the DL around here. We try not to advertise it too much because we don't want to take too much credit for our work. So, yeah.
Right. Way to
On
stay
on the eighth day, God created John Moses Browning, son.
No, it was the Travi, and then then John Moses Browning. So yeah.
All right.
The Travi wasn't even an afterthought. It was just.
No, we were before. I don't
No,
understand why you debate this with me. Every time we come on here, we have to have this discussion. Just accept the truth. Accept the truth, and then we can all live happier. All right.
How do you accept?
You can go fix things
for a
like
guy who spews lies.
The truth is out there, Ellis.
Yes, but you're not going to hear it from a Travi.
It's true.
What?
Anyway,
There's
No.
a difference between the truth that's true and the truth you need.
So that's what we're going to tell you our truth, and you're going to accept it. That's what it is. The Travi are going to give us their version of the truth, and that is the truth.
It's not the truth they need, but it's the truth they deserve.
It's sort of like Batman. I'm not the hero they need. I'm just the one they deserve.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. God, we are in trouble if we deserve this.
Oh, shots fired.
Well,
Where did the human race screw up?
well, it's pretty hit or miss. Tuesday nights, 9 o'clock.
I don't ever want to hear you. I don't ever want to hear you call Ghost a self-promoting 2-bit content creator again, especially after that comment.
But
Really? That's the one that did it as many times as you've done that? That's the one that did
the thing
it?
is,
That's
Smeggy
the one.
started that. Smeggy started that, and then subliminally we've gotten everybody to say it all the time. So
2-bit content creator? No, that came out of the chat about.
No. Whenever it says hit or miss, they always
Tuesday night 9 o'clock.
Yeah, right there.
It's kind of like a that's what she said kind of thing, but it's for it's for the podcast. So yeah.
So
I've literally been at work and someone been like, "Oh, it's a bit hit or miss," and I've been like, "Tuesday nights 9 o'clock," and they're like, "What?" I'm like, "Nothing, no weird shit."
That's awesome.
Inside joke.
I'll tell you where I screwed up. The night that I called the night that I called Clover Tack the tactical leprechaun, I should have trademarked that shit.
You still can. You still can.
I should have trademarked that, and he would have to pay me for the use.
But
And
the
I
funny
didn't think that thing through.
The funny thing is, if you looked at his Instagram and compared him to Haycock 45, he is a leprechaun. I didn't know he was
Dude,
that.
everybody's a leprechaun at Hickok 40. He's like 6'9", right? I mean, the dude's still 6'12"? Is that what I've heard?
I did not know that Clover was literally
Huge.
a leprechaun.
6'13".
6'12"? Okay.
6'13".
Looking, there's a picture of Ghost and him standing side
All
by
of them.
side, and
Yeah.
I swear, Ghost don't even come up to his shoulder. Sounds like
Nope.
No, he barely comes up. Yeah, you're right. He barely comes up to his shoulders.
and I was like, holy shit!
I don't think he
Ghost-
does make it all the way up to his shoulders.
No, he don't. He don't.
Barely, yeah.
I mean, look at this.
The top of his head.
If Ghost was to try to punch Hickok in the face, he'd
Look
have
at
to
this.
stand on a step ladder.
Jesus.
I
Oh, go back. Go.
I told you,
Look at that.
Clover is a leprechaun. Look how short he is.
Hickok, he was a basketball
Wow.
Wasn't he a college basketball player? Did he play for University of Kentucky or not? I thought he was a ball player back in the day. He's talked about it.
He wouldn't have to do much. His legs are so much longer than everybody's. He could just walk, and he'd be as fast as them running, and then he wouldn't have to jump to dunk. To dunk,
Pretty
he could
much.
just reach up
Pretty
and
much.
drop it in. And...
Exactly.
I am totally going to give Clover some shit for this, just because it's funny.
And I mean, you ain't knocking that man over.
No.
That was everybody that was next to him. They looked like.
Yeah.
There's a picture of Marcus Weldon standing next to Hickok's son. Hickok's son's a big boy too.
Oh yeah, he's got to be 6'7", 6'8".
Okay, hold on. We've got Ghost here. Look at that.
Ghost. Oh.
Is that Hickok's grandson?
That's the picture.
Who's that little boy?
Who's
that little
See what
boy?
I mean? Look at that.
Oh my God.
I said, looks like a kid.
It does.
If Ghost was to take
I
that
swear.
hat off, I bet you he wouldn't even come up to Hickok's neck.
Well, no, let's give Ghost, no, granted, I'm not any taller than, I guess, Ghost. So
I'm 5'7".
I
I'm not
look the
talking
same.
trash, but
I'm not that tall either. And Ellis
I don't know. We'd look like kids.
I'm 5'11", so, and even I would have to look up to him. And I was like, oh shit, you're a big one.
So.
See, Ellis, just to show you my clone, I'm also 5'11", so yeah.
But look at that. I mean, poor Ghost.
You come from good genetic stock there, Ellis.
Yeah, Hatfield and McCoys, you can't beat it.
That sounds like a History Channel special.
It was.
It is, isn't it? I think it's been on Discovery Channel a couple times. Yeah.
Yeah, they actually made a movie out of my family starring Kevin Costner, and I'm still waiting on them damn royalty checks. Bastards.
Yeah.
So
Kevin
Kevin,
didn't even offer you a spot as the leading role. That's
Kevin Costner. If you ever listen to this, I want my damn money. It ain't got to be a lot. I take 10 grand. We'll call it even.
$42.
10 grand. I can buy a Chris Vector, some ammo, a few magazines. I'm good.
They could have at
Well,
least
didn't
given
they
you a
steal your
cameo.
They stole your idea for Waterworld too, didn't they, Ellis? They made a movie out of that.
No.
Because Kevin Costner was in that one too, and so I
don't care what anyone says. I like that movie.
That is a good movie.
Yeah. We got to give it crap because it was just just what it cost versus what it brought in.
I like The Postman too. I thought The Postman was a good movie.
That's a good one to watch about double speed though. Like just fast forward it, like just kind of play it a little bit quicker than you normally should. Yeah. Because it's like 6 hours long or something.
I'm not sure how long. I don't think it's as long as Dances with Wolves, is it?
Oh God, that had an intermission. That was like one of the first movies I remember seeing in the theater that had an intermission with it. I didn't even know what the hell I was supposed to do. I'm like, what's wrong with the movie? Intermission time. I'm like, what? Intermission? Yeah, it's only halfway over. Oh my God. I remember we had to go see it for history. I thought it was a good movie. I mean, I liked it when I was in high school when I saw it. I think I was like maybe a freshman or something, and it was for our history class. We could go watch it for extra credit. So my buddies and I, we all went to go see it. I thought it was pretty cool.
I remember the first time I watched Gone with the Wind. I was thinking, okay, this movie's going to be an hour and a half, 2 hours long.
Yeah, sure.
5 hours later, as I was still watching Gone with the Wind, I was like, holy shit, when's this son of a bitch ending?
Yep.
And I love that movie. I think it's a great movie. It's a great story. I hope to God that they never decide to try to remake that because they would just. That's one of those movies that just don't even think about trying to remake. It's a classic. Leave it alone.
Has there ever been a remake of any movie that you could actually recommend? I have yet to see something that really just makes me think, man, this is better than the original. Because they always screw it up. It's not the same. They take something that was, awesome to you when you were like 20 years from now, they'll probably try to do RoboCop. It's not going to be the same as the original.
They did it already.
No, like a remake. Oh, they've remade the original?
Yeah, 2014.
Yeah, that
But
was see, and look,
was
I didn't even know
awful.
about it. So there you go. That's your
It was
there's your
awful.
answer right there. Yeah.
That's how good it was.
You know,
So I don't even bother with remakes. I haven't even seen the remake of Red Dawn. I know it's not the same exact thing, but I don't even.
It wasn't a horrible movie for what it was,
Yeah.
but it's not the original.
You know, I
Yeah.
get a lot of hate for this, but I really actually enjoyed the remake of Halloween, the Rob Zombie version. The first one, not Halloween 2. That was garbage. But the first remake of Halloween, I thought was good.
No, I think 3 was garbage because it didn't even have anything to do with Halloween.
What? No, I'm talking about the remake.
Okay.
The first remake was really good in my opinion, and I get a lot of hate for that.
Beaverwood Outdoors is saying Lonesome Dove. Now, that was a very long movie, but man, it was worth every minute of sitting there watching it. There was a mini series, and I think it was, 3 or 4 days long? And several years back, I sat down and watched the whole thing straight through in one day. I just love that movie, especially the scene where Gus walks into the bar and the younger cowboys are talking shit, and he throws this shot glass up in the air and shoots it 3 times before it hits the ground. Just shuts them all up. You know.
That's a good way to get a point across. I mean, it would probably work, you know?
Oh yeah. Especially with the guns they were carrying back then.
Oh God, yeah.
You know. It's Lonesome Dove is one of those movies that I could watch many times and never get tired of it. There's others that I could watch one time, I'm good. I don't ever have to see it again. Star Wars, I couldn't tell you how many times I've watched every single Star Wars.
Millions.
It's just God.
Yeah, I love those movies.
So how many times have you watched Return of the Jedi? Don't lie.
Oh God.
You know what? Okay, here's the thing. All right.
5 or 6.
My wife and I bought them on Blu-ray. I know they came out, on DVD a long time ago. I'm not, after watching when I was a kid, I still remember them vividly when I was a child, like Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. I'm not a big fan of the extra footage they put in it, the extra CGI stuff. And to me, it's just because that animation of CGI is so much more high quality, or just it looks so much different than what was in there originally, that it really does look out of place to me. Because there's parts in that. I remember parts in Return of the Jedi. I'm like, that wasn't in the original. I mean, even the song they play at the end of the remastered Return of the Jedi was completely different than what they played when I saw it in the theater. The little Ewok song that they play at the very end. And so that part of it kind of annoyed me a little bit. I mean, that's what I didn't like about the 04 re-releases of it. But yeah.
You asked a few minutes ago if I could think of any movie that I think would deserve a good remake. And I can think of one right off the top of my head. The Last Starfighter. I love the original movie.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. I watched it so many times as a kid. Yeah.
They update those graphics. They update the story. Keep it basically the same. Just give it a few tweaks here and there. You take out a little bit of the corn, and you got a damn good. You got a hit. In fact,
really, the graphics were not bad for the time. I mean, it was decent. For what, 80, 19? Was it 83 or was it later than that? 86?
I think it was later.
85?
I think it was mid to late 80s.
Was it maybe 87? I mean, it would have been,
Maybe.
I can't. Yeah.
Well, we can look it up here. Hold on a minute.
I was going to say, who's going to look it up?
Yeah, I want to use some Google.
Yeah, that one was good.
84.
Okay, well, there you go.
Oh, it deserves way better than 6.7 out of 10 on IMDb. Yeah, the part where the thing opens up at the end, he just flips it all over the place and starts spinning and kills everybody. I love that.
The Death Blossom.
Sweet.
I think they called that the Death Blossom, didn't they?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
That was, and I love the design of that little fighter. I thought that was
hell yeah,
shit.
And did they ever make toys of those at all, or model kits or anything like that?
I don't think they ever did.
Yeah, that kind of surprised me.
It was one of those movies where I think if they decided to make a remake of it, update the graphics, and with all the CGI we got now, man, they can make them. It would be a mega hit and probably spawn 3 or 4 sequels.
You know, plus the tie-in with winning the video game, and that's the key that makes the call out to bring you in as the pilot. I mean, you could really tie that in with the game, the whole gaming culture and stuff. You know.
Yep. Yep. I thought it was freaking awesome, dude. Another one that they could probably do if they would another theatrical release would be Dune. They
Yeah.
could get that one right. And the Sci-Fi put a mini series out several years back, but you know, I think if they would put a new theatrical release together and get it out and with the right actors, and it would take the right actors, they could really have something there.
Yeah.
Of what?
Dune.
Oh, Dune.
Doom.
No, not Doom.
D-U-N-E. Dune.
D-U-N-E, yeah.
Yeah.
Dune.
That was pretty heavy in the sci-fi when we were kids. I mean, I didn't understand all of it because I was like 5 or 6 when I saw it. I didn't really know what was going on. It looked cool.
I saw when they remade it. I saw the original and the remake because my brother was a huge fan. He's like 12 years older than me. He was a big fan of the original, and when the remake came out, he was like, "You gotta watch this." So we watched them both.
Grim, what in the hell are you doing, buddy?
Not doing anything.
Oh, what are you watching?
He's looks like he's burning incense to cover the
Ah,
smell.
see?
Ah. So Grim is
Just-
in the middle of a fart fest. That's what explains that. Okay, gotcha.
Now I'm in the basement here, so it smells kind of musty.
Mhm.
Gunsmithing question for you guys.
Okay, let's hear it.
You ever had issues with a Glock striker coming all the way back and then getting stuck?
Well, your issue isn't the striker; it's your issue is the Glock.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Haha.
Well,
It's probably a bad
No.
spring. Check your springs.
I'll tell you what happened with my Springfield XD one time. I had pulled it back to chamber around, and the slide actually stuck in a back position, wouldn't go forward. And I was like, "What the fuck?" And I got online looking around, and I wasn't the only one that had the problem. And they said that the way you fixed it was you took the gun and you basically slammed it on the slide, and it'd go back in place. That was the fix. And that, you know. So I was sitting there thinking, okay, well, I banged the shit out, went back in place, and never had a problem with it again. So, you know, go figure.
took care of
I
that.
don't even have this on the gun yet. I just put it all together and pulled the striker back, and it.
Mm.
stuck to the
Speaking of Glock, Travis, you put out a video about a Glock knife. When did Glock start putting out knives?
Oh, long time ago.
I was like, I didn't know. I had no clue.
So he's talked about that before.
Yeah. Well, I just noticed that. I guess he put the video out yesterday, and I just found it today. So I was like, Glock makes a knife. I was
They
in
had it for
shock.
quite a while.
Oh well. That tells you how much I hang around Glock. I do not hang around Glock fanboys or anything like that too much, so I don't know a whole lot about them.
Yeah, I don't hang out with fanboys either.
Yeah. Oh, and apparently you can now buy broken legs on Amazon. What the fuck?
What?
What are you talking about?
Somebody just sent me a link. Buy a broken leg on Amazon for low prices.
I'll break your leg for low prices.
I feel like I have broken legs.
I've actually broken legs, and no, I don't want another one. I'll avoid that. Thank you.
You want to break legs on Amazon?
Hmm. That's we could probably do a whole show on reviewing Amazon reviewers. Have you ever read some of those comments?
I mean,
Some of them are absolutely hilarious. And apparently Travis had to go to the bathroom. He said he had a phone call. I know ain't nobody likes him enough to give him a phone call.
Poor Travis.
No, Ammo Cat is upset.
Yeah, we know that's a
You
lie.
know, it's not getting a cut.
Fanboy, says Philo. I am not a fanboy. How you doing, Fee? You know what we haven't done? We have not posted the link for the chat in here in a while, so I'm going to do that. Like I said, I don't know if anybody's coming late. I'm just opening this show up to anybody that wants to jump in. If you want to come in here and say hi, whatever, come on in. I'm going to be posting the links, and I'm probably going to run it until I hear something from Ghost or Not gets ready to start his show anyway.
I'm actually fixing to go and head out and get some food because I need to get something to eat. I'm starving, so I may go get a burger or something.
Uh-oh.
Ellis just dropped out.
We lost Ellis.
Night Strike. Did you Google foo him?
My Google foo doesn't work No, he got NSA'd. That's
Oh, he got it. It's
Wow. I just got kicked out of my own chat. How does that happen?
Oh my God.
Ellis, I'm gonna hop out in a minute or so because I'm gonna go get some food and whatnot. So
Okay, well that's
yeah.
I'm just letting you know right now.
well, like I said, we're gonna probably run this one for a little longer.
All right. Well, I'm out, guys. You guys take it easy. I'll see you on Hit or Miss tonight, 9 o'clock.
All right, man. Have a
We
good
will
one.
all be
All
there.
right.
Tuesday nights, 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock
Tuesday nights, 9 o'clock.
ish.
Tuesday nights, 9 o'clock. Tuesday nights,
No,
9 o'clock.
I've been trying to start on time from now on.
Is Ghost doing his live show or not?
Awesome.
He said that if he does one tonight, it will be after Hit or Miss. So,
Oh,
Good
okay.
job.
There you go. Cool.
so I'm probably gonna run this one for up until 8 o'clock, maybe a little longer, and then see what happens from there. If you people want me to keep going,
Gotcha.
we'll keep going. If you don't, well, we'll call it quits and jump on over and wait for Night Strike to start up. So
There we go.
we are doing another marathon tonight, which is becoming a normal thing on my show. I don't know how that happened, but apparently it did. Philo, there's the link if you want to jump in. For anybody else that might want to jump in here and say hi.
Well, you let a bunch of us 2-bit content creators on where we don't know how to handle with the all the fame and stuff,
And there it is on the gun channel
Yeah.
side.
I absolutely do not know how to deal with the fame.
Well, here's the thing: if I ever got famous, I wouldn't know how to deal with it. Right now, I ain't got the issue.
My little bowl channel.
It's just I've
71 subscribers.
There we go, man.
I'm not even sure
Better
how
chance
many
of me to something winning the
subscribers
Powerball. So
I'm not sure how many subscribers I've got right now. I'll have
Yeah.
to look. Hold on a minute.
70, 80,000.
No, yeah,
Somewhere
137.
around there.
There you go.
There you go.
Hey, dang. Heck yeah.
So I don't know how that happened, but hey, I appreciate you guys. Apparently, you are desperate for entertainment. Well, you're not going to get much of it here, but thank you anyway.
Ruggedly handsome, good looks, and a nice Southern dialect. There you go. Yeah.
Apparently, you haven't got your glasses on. Apparently.
Oh no, I mean you're made in my image, so obviously people.
Oh
love
my
it.
Oh.
Are we going to have to turn the cameras on and get into a head-to-head comparison like we did before?
I do a what now?
A head-to-head comparison, like we've done
yeah,
before.
sure. Why not?
All right. There you go. All right. Oh, so you're nice and shaved up now. So, all right, let me get my glasses off here.
Well, there's a reason for that.
How y'all doing? I'm Ellis.
Yeah,
Look at that.
You're not even close.
Dude, don't deny it. It just makes it awkward when you do that, okay? I mean, seriously. I try so hard.
It's all right, Ellis.
He's a stubborn one, I'll tell you.
I'm telling you, you just don't know you're a Travi.
Yep.
I am
Deep down
not
inside,
a
you know
guy.
it's the truth.
Wait till he finds
Give
his
in
original birth
to the dark
certificate.
side. Give in to the
It is
dark
not
side.
gonna happen.
Wait till
I
he
will
finds his original
fight
birth
to my-
certificate.
I will fight to my last breath. Then.
Just yeah.
Ellis, it is your destiny. I have foreseen it. give in
Yeah,
to the
I have
Travi
four-
side.
I have foreseen a Mossberg shotgun up your ass.
Oh man. Okay. Well, in that case, I'm probably going to steer clear. That's fine. You go right ahead and pursue your destiny, Ellis. That's fine. I got no problems with that. So, yep, I had no problems with that.
You,
Yeah.
I will not give in to the Travi.
Okay.
Speaking of not giving in or giving up, I watched Lone Survivor again today, and that is a hell of a movie.
Oh, with Mark Wahlberg in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good movie. Well, my only complaint, I love the movie, but man, how long can you fall down a mountain before you finally get killed? I guess that's a question I would ask. Because he literally rolls down that mountain for like 4.5 minutes. I'm like, would you hit the bottom already? And I understand that happened. I get it, but I'm just saying, dude, really?
And he did it twice.
I know. I'm like, wow. Surprised there's even anything left, No, that is an awesome movie. I saw it in the theater. It was cool. It was when I saw it in the theater, it was friggin' packed too. Everybody was there watching it.
You know what I didn't get is how they fell off the mountain and nobody ended up with broken bones.
Oh, it's movie magic, dude.
Movie
magic. Spec Ops, bro. Spec Ops. They're
Ladies.
You didn't know you can jump off a mountain and not get hurt?
Yeah. Why don't you try it sometime?
I have fallen off a mountain. I know what it feels like.
Like I said, don't fear the reaper. Like you guys say, don't fear the reaper. I'll be there at the bottom waiting.
There you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special guest tonight. a man who will never run out of ammo. Because he realizes that you can never have enough ammo. How you doing, Matt?
What's up? How's everybody doing?
What's up?
Doing good, man. Doing all right.
What's up?
What's up, Grum?
What's going on, Matt?
So, Matt, how are you doing today, buddy?
Oh, just fine. Just finished eating dinner. Just killing a little time before I'm gonna pour me a nice drink. I don't know.
I figured you have already started that.
Nah, it's still a little early for me. It's not even 7 o'clock yet.
Well, it's going on 8 here, so you could pretend it's my time.
It's 5 o'clock something.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere. There you go. Yep.
5, yeah.
Somewhere.
Always is. Or later. Or
Alice is buying.
Scott's.
Hey, now.
It's probably what, 10:30, somewhere around there.
10:30.
And no, I'm not buying. It's all on Night Strike.
No, he did say beer.
Oh, exactly. Well,
hey, that's fine.
I wouldn't complain.
I'll just have to bring a little pint and then chug the beer after.
There you go. That's how we
good.
solve this problem.
You got a pregame.
You mentioned that Templeton rye earlier. Now I'm wanting some. Damn it.
Oh yeah, that's good stuff. Don't worry. Hold on. Right there.
Now, why am I holding on? What exactly are you doing?
Hold on tight. He's going to get you some.
That was the bottle opening.
Yeah. You know what it is? It says it's not actually rye. It's probably just some cheap bourbon.
Oh.
Yeah, it might be. Whatever. It says Templeton on the bottle. That's all that counts.
Okay.
Beggars can't be choosers. Come on now.
He just took a Templeton bottle and poured some, Jack Daniel's white label
Paint
in there.
You kept the old bottle and poured other stuff in there.
No, it's the only bottle I've ever had of it. I just bought it just tried it for the first time.
It's a good rye. It's a good rye. And we all know Matt's drink of choice is the vodka. So.
Fuck yeah. Cheap vodka.
Evan Hill?
Fuck yeah.
Is that right? Evan Hill, man. When I go down to Texas, I'm going to bring some of that back with me. I can't find it anywhere around here, man.
Yeah, there's none.
I haven't looked, but the name sounds familiar. They probably got it up here.
Where was it that I was at? And I've seen some. I think it was Florida. When I went to Florida, I seen a sign for an American-made vodka, and I was like, "How the fuck do you have an American-made vodka?"
Dude, like the Popov or whatever, that's made by Seagram's in like Illinois or something. I mean, you don't have to have Russian. You can call it vodka. It doesn't have to come from a certain region like champagne or tequila.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, Heaven Hill is
Or-
supposed to be the oldest vodka distillery in the country. Now
Yeah.
I don't know what that means exactly, but it's in Kentucky. So, it probably started out in somebody's backyard.
Man.
In the woods on their property.
Mm-hmm.
In the woods, so they got enough money.
You know what I've never tried that I've always wanted to was sake.
I don't care for it.
You can buy that in a lot of grocery stores have it just here you can buy alcohol in the Walmart in the grocery store. You don't have to go to a separate liquor market. They have it right on the shelves with all the wine and stuff. There's different, or some of it's chilled already in the store when you buy it. I mean, you can get it pretty easily. It's not like you have to go to any special place to buy it.
The stuff that I've had has been like sweet, rotted, spoiled rice. Gross.
No.
Like I said, I've never tried it, so I don't know anything about it. Matt, I got a question for you. What is your top 5 going to be next week?
Next week? I don't know.
Yep.
You tell me.
It's your show, dude.
I ain't thought of nothing yet.
Okay. That's the
a week
homework
away.
for the night, gentlemen. That's the homework for the night. We got to come up with a top 5 here tonight for Matt's show Monday.
You know what? No homework till the last minute, damn it.
This is the last minute.
They don't turn it into me till if it was due today, they'll give it to me next week. Can I still turn this in? I guess. The principal says you can.
And Matt,
and these are the children that are going to take care of us when we're old.
Oh, I know. We're in trouble. We're in trouble, Travis.
Man, I am terrified. I'm like, oh man, you're going to be changing my diaper someday. This is not good.
I think I'm just going to walk out into the woods and like the old timers did, and just find a place to die.
Just go walk into the woods and disappear, like a Jedi.
Hell yeah.
Poof, you're gone. Just go out the brown robe and your lightsaber.
Fall to the floor.
Oh, Lord, don't bring the Jedi's anymore. You're liable to get into a fight with somebody nowadays.
Speaking of
people bitching about that fucking movie need to just shut the fuck up.
I liked the movie.
I thought it was good. I thought
it was a good fucking movie. It's a Star Wars movie. Everybody move on. Shut up. So you didn't like it, that's fine. Stop whining and complaining to the people that did actually enjoy it. It's not Star Wars. Fucking shut up, Jar Jar.
Well, if you remember correctly, they were saying the same thing about Jar Jar.
I'm gonna start calling people Jar Jar from now on. That'd be good insult.
The original movies complain. The people that watch the original movies complained that episode 7 was, it's just another Death Star but bigger. And then they need to make it different. And then the next movie comes out and they're like, this was too different. This sucked. Like, you can't make them happy.
Yeah, just watch the damn movie.
They'll watch 57 fucking buddy cop movies, or they'll fucking watch Die Hard 33, or they'll watch, you know what I mean? It's like, calm the fuck down, people.
Right,
Get your panties out of the bar.
Watch Land Before Time 29.
If you're going into a movie with like rolling in there like fucking, I don't know, it's Siskel and Ebert and shit, and expecting everything to win an Oscar, then you're going to be disappointed in life. Calm the fuck down. Okay? It's okay. You can just go enjoy a movie. Even movies that aren't that good, you can still go enjoy them. It's okay.
Hey, Rich, how you doing, buddy?
It's true. Hey, Rich.
Here's a question for you. In the next Star Wars movie, how's this going to go? Is Kylo going to turn back to the light side of the Force?
Nah, fuck him. He's going to die. They're going to kill him. You fucking killed your Han Solo, motherfucker. I don't even. It makes it worse that you're his son. But even if it wasn't, you killed Han Solo. You're gonna die. You don't kill everybody's favorite character, and he's redeemed from that shit.
You killed our childhood.
Prepare
Damn
to
it.
die.
There you go.
Hello, my name is Ray. You killed Han Solo.
My name is Ray. Say hello to my little friend.
Prepare to die.
I don't know. Well, they say that after this next Star Wars movie, they're getting away from the whole Skywalker family, so you won't see them anymore.
Yeah, they're gonna go. They're gonna go back and forth. They're coming up with a new trilogy that they haven't said what it's going to be about. But everybody's suspecting that it's going to go way, way back. It's going to be like the Knights of the Old Republic.
That would be cool. I would like to see.
I'd love to see that.
Yoda will be a teenager.
And then they're still going to do the one-off movies every other year. So there's still going to be like we're going to get a fucking Obi-Wan movie. They're probably going to push for some sort of Boba Fett or Bounty Hunter movie or something. I don't know. We're still going to be getting all those one-off movies every other year. So
they need to make a movie about the Mandalorian Wars, and they need to make a movie or even a trilogy. I think it would be a good trilogy if they made a series of Darth Bane movies.
Yeah. Make a Thrawn trilogy. They can do that.
He's already in the show.
Well, I know, but I mean, then what happened? You know, they can do a variation of, you know, that Thrawn trilogy from the '90s. You know,
those are good too.
You know, because they could there's a lot of time. It's what, 30 years between Jedi and Force Awakens. So,
hey guys, I want to do a screen share real quick. I got some breaking news on a gun I want to show you. Is that all right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Show your Skype.
No. You're gonna Matt, you're gonna like this sorta. All right.
See, so that's what you said last time, and then it was just your pants down. So
look, can you see that?
It's a Taurus.
Yes,
that's listed on the website now.
Yes. What about the see? But I want the TS.
I know you're gonna. I know. I'm the same way. I don't see it yet, but maybe they're gonna bring it. I mean, I could see this as a replacement for the 809, but they got to bring the TS over now.
Yeah, because I mean, don't get me wrong, but I already have an 809. I don't need one of those. It's virtually
I want the compact, dude. I mean, that would be a nice replacement for a PT 111 right there.
Yeah, it would be. It would be.
But they just added that to the website. So I just want to show that real quick. I'm gonna see if they got a retail price on it. $359 is the MSRP. I guarantee you're gonna get it for $299. Hell yeah.
Hey, Rich, can you say something now, buddy?
Let's check the bigger one here and see if it's the same price.
Can you hear me, Ellis?
Yeah, buddy, we got you.
Yep.
You loud and clear.
Okay.
Yeah, we got you.
$359 for the larger one too. They're the same price.
Nice.
Yeah, I just thought I'd just check Horse's website because they haven't updated it for 6 months. So,
but as soon as that TS series hits, man, I got to get one of those. I'll sell it or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I got to get one of them bad boys. The what?
You can sell the 4570.
No. I'm stupid.
Yeah.
Sell.
You can sell for $10 solo pistol.
There you go.
You can buy a bunch of those on eBay and just make replicas and sell them on the black market.
No shit, man. People are selling those things for like $90 to $100 on eBay for ones they just sat in their house and painted.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yep. Okay.
But I would. What Star Wars movie are you most looking forward to? If you could pick out one for them to make, which one would you pick out?
Knights of the Old Republic. I want a Knights of the Old Republic trilogy. Like old school, way back. You know,
like,
when it was.
I wish it'd go back like before Yoda.
That would be awesome.
I would like to go back. Yeah, go back before Yoda and start there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that would all be well. Knights of the Old Republic. It depends on what generation, because I mean, it takes Knights of the Old Republic. Just those stories took place over thousands of years, so I mean, there's a lot to tell there, depending on what generation you want to focus on and what good guys versus bad guys, and there's a lot of stuff there. But it's like the golden age of the Jedi versus the Sith, you know, because by the time the prequels start. Everybody assumes the Sith are gone, and it's supposed to be a quote unquote golden age, millennia. But the thing is even though it's technically the golden age, the Jedi, they done got lazy, you know, and they didn't have their guard up, and in the meantime you had this whole galactic fucking thing built up around them, this governmental structure. But back in the Knights of the Old Republic days, man, it was fucking, you know, just running around a bunch of fucking warrior monks fighting, you know, there's some good stories back then. So, not so much politics, you know, a lot more.
Hey guys, you want to see the Glock 19X killer real quick?
Oh yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay, this is the Taurus PT111X. See what we did? Is we took the PT111 frame and we put it on an 809 lower, and we gave it a 15-round magazine, and they're going to retail for $499.99. So
there you go.
That's actually the 15-round mag that Classic is now selling for the PT111 G2. $14.99 for one of those things. That's it. Look at that. That's pretty cool.
And you basically have a Glock 19.
Yeah.
Yeah, weren't they giving away a Sega or something? Didn't they have a raffle or something?
Yep.
They give shit away like what, once a week? They do something like
that.
that.
Like once every couple of weeks or something. Once a month, once every couple of weeks.
If I ain't mistaken, isn't Classic giving away that AK tonight?
I don't know. I never keep up on when they're giving it away.
Yeah, I think it's tonight they're supposed to be giving that thing away.
I always just figure if they're giving it to me, they'll get a hold of me.
Ellis, I heard your neighbor won that Chris Vector, right?
No.
He was in like North Carolina or Tennessee or in South Carolina or something. The guy that won it. Yeah.
The guy that won it was actually in North Carolina. Prick.
I know. I've yet to see somebody actually win it from any place out of the Southeast. You know, I don't know.
Every time I see one, I'm like somebody wins something. I'm like, man, they messed up again.
It's never me.
Yeah,
Rich,
it's never me. Damn it.
I don't know. I bought a scratch-off lottery ticket, won $4 a day. I was happy about it.
When have you ever heard anyone from Illinois winning anything?
I mean, like the Bulls used to win back in the day in NBA. You know,
well,
I mean,
I remember that.
The Bears.
Oh, we had one good year.
You got
when I was in middle school or something.
Yeah.
It was when I was in middle school.
Oh, shit.
Bozo Show was in Chicago. A lot of people used to win on the Bozo Show back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the grand prize game, baby. You used to win a Schwinn bicycle and some Archway cookies. I'm telling you.
Yep.
Hey, it's
the
funny.
ball in the bucket.
Do you remember all the Hostess they used to give away if you got anything in the first bucket? All the sugary food and crap?
Oh, God, yeah. Yeah, you got like a lifetime supply.
Fly now.
Oh, no. Now they'd have to give you like apples now or like freaking fruit and fiber bars or something. And
fruit and fiber bars.
Non-homogenized, free-range cow milk, non-GMO, non-soy. You're basically getting water. So.
Yeah. No gluten.
You get a case of raw water and some prunes. There you go.
Do you remember what the last bucket always was? Chris
that was
clean $100 bill.
A money laundered $50 bill.
Yeah,
money laundered.
that the mafia like donated and wrote off on taxes to the Bozo Show. You know, the Chicago Mafia. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Matt, are you looking for a Taurus TH?
No, I'm just cruising to see what's out there right now. I was looking over on PSA.
Hey, what do you think about the
19s for $600? Fuck that.
The MP5s are going to happen though.
What?
I know. I was looking to see if they had them on here yet because they're showing them off at SHOT Show.
What do you think about that?
Awesome. I want one.
I want one too.
Did you see where SIG has the M17 in their consumer catalog for this year? The actual military one, unlike Glock with their G19X.
No, I didn't see that.
So it's the 320 with the safety on it then, or what?
It's the whole package that the military's getting.
Wow.
Doesn't sound like something I'd be interested in.
And they're also bringing out
the
thumb safety of the 3.
Yeah, I've already made up my mind. Either the next semi-automatic I'm getting is either going to be the SIG 2022 or the FM. Was it 509? It's going to be one of those.
Yeah, I get the 2022 for that.
Yeah, this is 2022 is awesome.
I'd sell you my 2022.
They're nice.
I thought you were supposed to make a video of that.
I did.
Oh, well, I must have missed it.
A long time ago. No, you watched it. I think you watched it. I sent you a link to it.
You know what?
You can still sell it. You just gotta. It only costs about $30 to ship a pistol anywhere, and then just go through an FFL and you're done. Price is right, you know.
Yeah.
Here, let me pull a Foos. I'll buy it from you. that way Ellis doesn't have a chance. Okay, I'm gonna buy it from you, and then
this is the one you need right here. Look, you need to get that one right there.
Mine's in all black.
Flat dark earth.
I got mine for 250
I
bucks.
do not like flat dark earth. I will not own a gun in flat dark earth.
Why? Because it blends in with the surroundings.
No, because I just don't like that color. It looks like
I love that color.
baby shit.
I love specifically. I love Sig's flat dark earth. The way Sig does it, I like their flat dark earth. It doesn't look too much like baby shit. Doesn't have too much yellow in it. I like their flat dark earth as opposed to a lot of the other ones. Like I don't like Glocks. There's some of the others I don't like.
I don't like Magpul flat dark earth either.
Yeah, I don't either.
Now,
It's too light.
I have seen some bronze slide guns that I absolutely love. Look like bronze. I think that's cool.
Yeah, I picked up my Sig SP 2022 for 250 bucks.
Oh my
god! That used to be cheap as shit, man. I remember when going price, I would roll into Academy.
$400.
Yeah, well, not 350. I'd roll into Academy, they'd be 350.
Yeah.
Actually, what happened was, my sister's boyfriend needed some money real bad, and he was selling an old 60s police model Colt 38 Special. And it was okay, but it had been refinished and it wasn't really worth anything. Anyway, I picked it up for $250, traded that for that Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 38 revolver with the laser on it, and then traded that for the SP 2022. So really it was like some wheeling and dealing and 250 bucks. But basically I got it for 250. And it's all right. I like it, but the trigger isn't that great. It's really unpredictable. You can't tell when it's going to break. It's nice and light, but you can't tell when it's going to break.
Hey, they do have, by the way, guys, they got the TH compacts are listed over on galleryguns.com. They don't have a quantity in stock yet, but I didn't realize this. The TH9 compact, the Taurus, it comes with 13-in-1 and 17+1. So you get 2 mags with it, at least 2.
Oh, nice. You get a little spacer.
So you get the spacer on it. And then they're also showing the TH40s now also, 11+1 and 15+1 for the compact.
Now, I heard they're dumping the 45 in exchange for the 380. Like there's no 45 in the.
I don't think was there ever one planned. I remember seeing 389 and 40, but were they going to make one in 45 or not?
Well, no, it's just because a lot of people were disappointed because the 800 series has the PT 845.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay.
And everybody just assumed they're going to have one in 45. I think they will eventually, but it's not in the rollout lineup. So.
Yeah.
Hey Matt.
Yeah.
I figured it out. I figured out your top 5 for next week.
Do it to me. There
Top
you go.
5 science fiction fighters.
Science fiction fighters?
Yes.
Or tigers? I didn't hear. Which one?
Fighters.
Okay. Tigers would have been
Tiger sounds way cooler, though.
Yeah, it does.
But, that would have been cool, man.
I can't think of any other outside of fucking Walking Dead, but...
well, I could think of one more. Battle Cat.
True. Yes.
I was thinking He-Man, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what about the one from Walking Dead? Could we call? Is that technically?
Yeah,
is that kind of sci-fi? Walking Dead's kind of sci-fi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything zombie related sci-fi.
Yeah.
It is.
Well, yeah, it's
fiction involving science. So.
Top 5 sci-fi. Whether it be TV or cinematic release. Starship Fighters. Fighters, yeah.
Like what consists of a fighter? Is this anybody who gets into a fight in a sci-fi movie?
No. I'm talking about like fighter ships, X-wing.
Like dogfighting? Like dogfights.
Oh, that's easy, man. SDF-1 done.
From a flyer or fighters?
Fighters.
Flyers?
The fighter ships. Like
ships.
actual individual
ships.
Yeah. Because we've done a top 10 sci-fi ships before.
But never the fighters.
Well, I mean, I think like the fighters were involved in it. Like people were choosing X-wings and TIE fighters and shit like that. And so the stuff did show up. And I think the ones from Battlestar Galactica were on somebody's list. But it also involved fucking the Enterprise and the Millennium Falcon and shit like that. So it was all in one, and it was a big giant top 10. But specifically with fighters. Because you got the go-tos. You got your X-wings. You got everything in Star Wars. You got everything in Star Wars. There's tons of them.
Star Wars.
The A-wings, the B-wings, and the Y-wings, and the X-wings. You got your TIE fighters, your TIE interceptors, your TIE bombers. You got fucking 27 different types of TIE fighters, which are all awesome. Then you go standard with Battlestar Galactica. You just have the Cylon ships and then the Vipers. Are the only two choices you have there. Let's think of some other ones. One I always loved, which was Buck Rogers' ship, which was basically just a ripoff of the Snowspeeder. Let's be honest. Although technically, did it come out before? It was late 70s, right? I feel like when Buck Rogers was on that, wasn't it like 78, 79 when Buck Rogers started? No, it lasted like 4 or 5 seasons.
It was late 70s, man. I remember that.
Yeah, it was late 70s.
But they had the Buck Rogers ship. I gotta look this shit up.
There's also the Star Fury from Babylon 5. Which is
the offshoot the one from Farscape I always sticks in my head, that little
that damn ship
half alive
right there is badass. Look at that. That's sweet looking, man.
That is pretty cool.
What else we got in here? Oh yeah, and that's Hawk shit, remember?
Yep.
Oh, damn, now I want a Buck Rogers toy. Travis, go get it out of your closet. I know you got one.
All that I have from Buck Rogers, all I have is the little robot guy. What was his name? Was it Twinkie or something?
Twinkie.
Yeah. Twinkie.
Yeah, that's the only. No, and I do have a Buck Rogers action figure, but I don't have the ship. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that damn ship.
I think that'd be a cool top 5. Somebody,
I don't know.
They'd wreck their brains trying to come up with 5 of those.
Dude, STF-1, bro. That's it. Done.
The STF-1 wasn't a fighter.
Well, you're saying warships, so you're talking like small. All right, I got you.
Yeah.
Valkyrie, right?
Small single pilot.
Yeah.
Get in, get out type deal.
All right, I'm going to go and drop out for a little while. I'm going to get ready for Nice Rec will be sending me an invite here pretty soon. I got some stuff to get done around the house here before we jump on to Hit or Miss. Tuesday nights, 9 o'clock.
Tuesday night, 9 o'clock.
All right,
Tuesday night, 9 o'clock. All right, take care, guys. I'll talk to you later. All right.
All right, later, Travis.
Peace.
We will all be there for Tuesday nights at 9 o'clock. We can't miss Hit or Miss.
I'll at least be watching.
It'll be a miss. It's always a miss.
Now, you guys were just talking about best top 5 fighters, right? And earlier on, you were talking about the last Starfighter, and you did not mention that one.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Oh, that's right.
I can't remember the name of that one. What's that called?
I just remember the Death Blossom.
Yeah, that was a main weapon it had, which was badass.
I don't remember what the ship was called, but I do remember the Death Blossom.
See, that's what we got. That's what we got to do for gun channels.
By the way, can I call out one of the weakest ships, sci-fi fighter ships ever?
Go ahead.
Babylon 5. Come on.
Hey.
Those things just they actually
love them. I love those, dude.
They looked cool, but then it was like, come on, it's sci-fi. Don't be that realistic that I hear the little air burst making you turn and maneuver and shit, and then fucking things turn around really slow and nah.
Hey,
give me an X-wing. I'm good.
I
don't need to be that realistic. Okay.
I thought the Star Furies were badass.
Do some editing.
And they put those in there for the realistic.
I get it. I do, but no. No.
I want realistic, but not that realistic.
Yeah, I don't need to see that. They made it. We were going to make these. It's going to maneuver just like it really would. We think because we've never done it, but we're pretty sure it's. Shut up. You know, I'm in Star Wars and Star Trek, and then I want to see this. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Babylon 5, but those fighters, the fucking space battles they had with those fighters was bored.
I thought they were cool as shit. Now, Star Trek didn't really have any fighters, did they?
Well, I mean, all the shuttlecrafts and stuff like that. I mean,
video games they did.
Yeah.
I wouldn't consider a shuttlecraft.
The video games actually have actual fighters like Star Trek Online and the The
Gun stars. That's what they were
real-time
called.
strategy ones. They have fighters that launch from carrier.
Yeah, that was
It was the ship
Gun
from
Star.
it's called a Gun Star from last Starfighter.
What about the Veritech fighter? Would that be considered?
Oh hell yes!
Fighter?
You're trying to steal my number one? Fuck you.
No, I
Yeah.
wouldn't try to steal it. I would
Yeah,
borrow
yeah,
it from you.
Alice.
I would borrow it from you. Veritech would have to be in there, wouldn't it?
It would have to be number one. Spoiler alert. That's number one. Not only is it a badass space fighter, it turns into a freaking robot. How do you?
Yeah,
What compares to that?
robot.
I mean, it can turn into a giant robot and pull out like a space whip and start. I mean, you can't. How do you beat that? You just don't. You don't.
I don't know. I'd like to see one go up against a TIE fighter and see what happens.
It would crush the TIE fighter.
It would grab the TIE fighter, and then it would take a bite out of it, and then drop it.
What if it was
No.
Darth Vader piloting the TIE fighter?
He wouldn't pilot a peasant TIE fighter.
Boy,
He'd be in at least a TIE interceptor.
Okay, Darth Vader and a TIE interceptor versus a.
Versus.
I think that would be an interesting fight.
Why would Darth Vader use a TIE interceptor when his TIE fighter was the best one ever built?
It wasn't his
TIE
base.
interceptor doesn't even have a hyperdrive. His TIE fighter did.
Wasn't
And
his
shields,
based on
which
an
the TIE
interceptor, though?
interceptor
It had
didn't
the
have.
curved wings like a.
Interceptor was
like-
based off of his. They just stuff off of it.
Well, the point is, he wouldn't be in a peasant regular TIE fighter. Period.
Damn it, just use the Force.
It was still an
that's what I'm saying.
eggshell.
I think the Darth Vader using the Force, the Valkyrie might lose.
Yeah, I think so too.
Now check out this mashup somebody popped on the internet. Look at that.
That is actually pretty fucking cool.
The TIE Falcon.
In the what were those ships called?
Oh, another one that would have to be on my list is the one from Stargate.
In the Corellian trilogy.
Oh, what is it? The F-302?
Yeah, that was.
Now you talking the original Gould planes or the ones that they built off of a Gould plane?
The one that they built off the Gould.
Yeah, that's. I think that's the F-302.
That was badass.
And it
One of
had
the books-
hyperdrive and everything.
In one of the books, they took an X-wing, but stuck like the fins from a TIE fighter on it, out of junk parts, and it was in the Corellian trilogy. There was a bunch of those.
Yeah, that's right. Dude, I haven't read that.
There were like a bunch of mashups.
I think the last time I read that was like 1996. But yeah, you're right.
I bet that was amazing.
I like the Rogue Squadron.
You want to go old Star Wars? Like the Z-95 Headhunter.
I never read the Rogue Squadron.
Rogue Squadron
I'll do it one of these days.
They had the they went and took a bunch of. They became like a special elite force, and they went above and beyond, and they started doing like far out reconnaissance missions and all kinds of stuff. So they had to be real sneaky. So they actually dumped their X-wings and went and got highly modified TIE fighters. And so Rogue Squadron started flying around in these badass, like, top of the line, pimped out TIE fighters. It's pretty cool.
What the
I just want to say this is now turned into Matt's Monday night show.
Sorry. It's not Vince Ellis' fault. It's not mine.
No, it wasn't that did it.
I said when I opened this show tonight, we were going to let it go where it went. There's nothing special going on, so we are going to talk about anything.
No. Anything and everything.
But it's just a small order. That's all.
Jels was wondering why somebody can't turn off their TV and stop watching Judge Judy. Which I think is kind of hilarious.
Well, I stay muted to try to filter out my daughter yelling.
It very well could be my kids in the background watch TV. I have no idea. That could be it. They're like legitimately got their shit turned up way too loud.
Well, see, I have this problem with dogs barking in the background, so I ain't complaining. I ain't saying shit.
Not me. I'm hiding down here. My 5 are. The only thing you'll hear is maybe the ground, with the thump.
Oh, it was Matt.
Which?
Seems like that's a good microphone, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
that
are you
is.
running?
What kind of mic are you using there, Matt?
Sensitive.
I want one of those.
Is that your $15 mic or whatever, Matt?
You have offended his sensibilities. He was
No.
refusing to talk now.
Uh-oh, we lost him.
Look what you guys did.
He went to go beat somebody up over a TV.
Oh boy.
Oh, on another subject. I'm still waiting for that potatoes. Damn it. These guys didn't ship it till yesterday.
Ship
Do what?
After I spent my $800 from the other.
Oh, yeah. Well, if it makes you feel any better, I just now got my last package, except now that I'm waiting for another one because the locking block was warped. So now I got to wait for them to send me a new locking block
They're
before I
sending
can
a new
even
one?
finish putting it together. Yep.
Yeah. I ended up getting. Well, the ammo got here first. Got like 900 rounds at 308. The Beretta and that LCP are still in transit. The
How
South,
much did
whatever.
900 rounds
You
of
guys
bullet
getting snow delayed my thing out there, Ellis.
Hey, don't blame
Because
me.
of those.
Do not blame me for that shit.
Can't drive in 1 inch of snow.
It was a curse brought onto us by the Travi.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yes.
It wasn't a curse for us. It was a gift. We fucking love that shit.
Yeah.
It was 75 degrees today. I'm a happy motherfucker.
Yeah, it was in the
We're back to
high 30s past couple days, so it was shorts and t-shirt weather here.
Yeah. I agree. We were up to 45, and then all of a sudden last night, got up this morning, back in the teens.
Yeah, it was warm here this morning. It was like 36, 38, and then by around 3:45, it was like freezing outside again.
Did you guys get the fog out by you?
Oh, bad.
Yeah.
Looked like
It was
Silent
brutal.
Hill.
Yes. It was. Dude, I couldn't see a block. Then all of a sudden, back to this snow. We got about 1 inch of snow. I don't know if it was lake effect or what, but
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have beat this one to the death. I reckon we're going to call it quits. Night's show will be on in about 30 minutes. So I'm going to run this thing through the room real quick. Grim, you got anything to plug?
you guys, if you haven't gone to the GOA to do your ATF thing, get her done. Done.
Complete, finished, taken care of. Matt, what you got, buddy?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Matt, as modest as he is, will not tell you that he's got a show coming up tomorrow night, and he's got one coming up Monday night. Watch them both. They are wonderful. I can't watch the Wendy show because I'm normally at work. Sorry. Potatoes and Lead, what you got, buddy?
A few things. Gunchannel.com. If you haven't signed up over there, do it. I'm sure most, if not all of you have. Check out the book, The Santa Shooter, Guilty Until Proven Innocent. It's a true story. After you read that, if you don't have concealed carry insurance, you will want it. And check out Potatoes and Lead on YouTube. Thank you.
And I'm sure by now everybody that's sitting around listening to this knows where I'm at and what I'm doing. I'm still giving that doing that Patreon giveaway. It ends at the I think I'm going to end it on the 10th of next month. So one of the people who donate to my Patreon will be getting a free gift sent to me. I'm going to do a live drawing to take care of that. So it's a Goat Gun AK-47 this month, and I got I think it's SVD for next month. So
Did you say you have VD?
yeah, VD, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You got it from midnight.
No, I didn't get it from midnight.
Midnight thing, whatever you guys were talking about.
It It was T11 down it. Snuck into my room. Rookie me. And that's all that I've got for you tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I thank everybody for stopping by, saying hello. Y'all take care, and I will see you at 8 o'clock Thursday. And hopefully, some of these guys will be around for that.
All right.